bar so you can see through it and peek through. What are you going to do?
Sorry about the audio mix-up. I just noticed it. But it should be all good now. But pretty much, we're starting out, and Yu is in a jail, and because he got incarcerated from where we left off last week. And he sees a gladiator in there, and that's pretty much where he is. So, just to get you caught up.
Like, just try and call him? The hell? I thought the sound on my thing cut out.
On second thought, I'm going to sit in bed. Or whatever makeshift bed looking.
It is basically like a pile of hay with what looks like cloth laid on top of it. Doesn't look like a very appeasing cell. So you're not going to say anything to him?
No, I'm going to sit down.
Alright, after a few minutes go by, you do see a guard come into sight and walk down the hallway, and then another few minutes he slowly seems to walk away again.
This door, does it have a keyhole that I can reach or a handle I can try?
There's a handle on the opposing side and a keyhole on the opposing side.
And I have nothing.
You're in rags, and they're not even rags you own.
These are rent-a-rags.
For now, I sit and watch, wait and see if the guards come for me or leave me here.
After about 30 minutes, a guard comes up in front of your gate, in front of your cell, and another guard seems to show up on the other side. It's just outside of this thing.
I raise my head, looking at the guard who's come to my door.
And then, stepping in between them, is this guy. You notice him as the one who knocked you out. And he gets up to your cell, and he looks at you, and he seems to be holding a piece of parchment. So you, and he goes, Arakakra, name known only as you, has the ability to fly, cast spells, and has committed murder in an alleyway behind some shops. Then he looks up and looks at you, and he goes, oh, and worshipper of Baal, god of murder. Is that everything?
I only caught after you said in the back alley. I think it cut out either my.
He accuses. He says, murder of a civilian in the back alley and worshipper of Baal.
So my faith is of criminal standing.
It is. After all, you committed murder in our city. You will be executed tomorrow. I figured I would allow you to know this. Prepare yourself.
That civilian was a prisoner of mine. I apologize that I left my trash for you.
A civilian? What
this is
crime
my-
did he commit? Why did you
He-
not bring him to the guard?
He and his group ambushed me and mine, and I took him as a spoil of that fight.
Where's your proof of said incident? The man you're accusing, you have murdered. For all we know, he was just a man minding his own business.
Stay your execution, and
No, no. Tomorrow will be the last day you live. After all, I don't really care about the man in the alleyway. You and your friends ruined my trade and killed Aquilinus. That is the reason you will die. But the public, unfortunately, has found out the truth of what he did, and I can't get rid of somebody who was, unfortunately, as the public sees it, done something to better the city. But murdering a random citizen, now that, on the other hand, that I can hang you for.
what? No. Surely I'm not the only worshiper in the city.
Only one dumb enough to, and he pulls up from the side, have the symbol carved into his shield, and he holds up your shield with the symbol of Baal on it. He goes, "We know very much about your worship and tactics. Murder is murder, and you will die for it."
Well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out swinging.
Oh, I doubt that.
I'm sorry, out of character on that one, but
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait,
You can't cast spells. He's taken away your arcane focus.
rah. Very true.
Holy symbol for clerics, but same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taken it away. He walks away, and so does the guards he's with.
I imagine you like reach forth a feathered hand and looks like you're about to poop trying to make this magic happen. It's just not coming. Why has Ball forsaken you?
Well, I'm gonna guess that dream had something to do with it. I'm going to sit here, praying to Baal. My lord, see me through this trial, this endeavor, so that I may continue to carry out your bidding. To spread your name.
All right, Justin, I can hear you breathing.
I'm very excited.
All right, and that's where we'll end yours for now. Are you going to try anything, or are you just going to pray to your god?
Nope, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to pray.
Okay. Give me a click on the D10, right click on the D10, do percentage die, and roll it. Did you hear me?
I did, and I'm not seeing percentage.
Make sure you're on the D10 and not the D8.
All right. We head over to Hrothgar and Aelin.
Oh god.
This Drogar, who is a PC, so his name shows up, walks out, having bound and gagged your daughter, who seems to currently be unconscious, and offers to trade. Give me the Brewhammer barrel, and I give you your daughter.
Alright. I'm gonna set the barrel down in front of me. I'm facing the other way because I was putting berries in it. I'll stand up slowly, turn around, just my head, and look at him. Ooh, got Kulmin. And I spit in the dirt because he's gross. Great dwarf. Scum. Is that my daughter?
It is. And he holds her
I
up.
throw my hand axe at him.
Okay. Roll initiative.
I was doing it like to start. It's like I got crits all day, baby.
Aelin, roll initiative.
Oh god. Okay.
All right. Up first.
Do I get my damage?
Yeah, roll it. I thought you rolled it. He does not look pleased at this. And he looks at you. If
With an
that's
axe
the
between.
way you want it. And he pulls your axe out and throws it on the ground in front of him. Rages. And then seems to grow in size. The size of a large creature in front of you. And apparently I don't think I accidentally put that on him, did I? No, I didn't. All right, there we go. All right. And unfortunately, that is all he can do at this time. Oh, wait, no. He actually can do something else. He takes Red Wolf and throws her right at you.
Dick move.
Can I jump in to catch her?
Sure, give me an athletics.
Are you sure not acrobatics? Because it's pretty
It is a
acrobatic.
strength. You are trying to catch
Damn it.
somebody who probably weighs twice your weight.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. And I don't do it.
You step in front of Hrothgar to catch her, and Red Wolf slams into you, and you slam into Hrothgar, and you are knocked prone.
Good times. Hey, I tried at least.
You did try, and that's more than his ear's doing.
Imagine I just let out a loud oof.
So, at this
You get
point,
knocked- you jump over here, and then you get knocked prone over here.
Fun times.
And Red Wolf is now seeming to be opening her eyes. And Hrothgar, it's your turn.
I tried to be her.
so there's nothing stopping me grabbing my cake, grabbing my daughter, and ditching Aelin and leaving.
There is nothing from your attempts to do that.
Well, I would do that if I wasn't raging. And getting reckless and frenzying.
Well, I appreciate you not leaving me. I just tried to catch your daughter.
Don't
Fine.
worry, Aelin. We'll leave you to die later.
Oh my god. No one
Alright.
works.
So, Boots of Springing just leap from here straight over all this downed females and come crashing down with my ball. And then bonus action was to rage, so I don't get another one.
Aelin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna let them hash it out and just check on Red Wolf here.
Alright, so you'll
See if
use
she's
half
waking
your
up.
stand and help her.
Yeah.
She is tied up, bound, and gagged. She is starting to come to consciousness after having slammed into you and is starting to look up at you. But she can't speak right now.
Okay. Can I undo like the ropes and everything and get her like on her feet?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie. Yay.
Yeah, you untie her mouth and her hands, but her feet are still bound because there's a lot of rope.
Okay.
So
Then-
the moment you undo her mouth, she just turns away and looks over at the other two, and she yells out. She's like, "He's stronger than you."
I'm gonna pass on my turn.
Alright. And then she will try not to do the rest of her bombs. And she fiddles with the rope, but she cannot undo her legs. And Olgut calls out over to you, Aelin. What are you doing? I'm paying you to help me.
Oh god.
Now keep that girl there and help me kill him.
Look, other people were not involved in this. This was just supposed to be the dwarf.
Do you say that to him?
Yes.
I don't care. I'm paying for your services. You do what I say.
Moral dilemmas?
I think he just mansplained what working is to you.
He is also going to use Reckless.
He did just mansplain that. You know what? I don't like being told what to do by anybody other than the master assassin
He's
guy.
going to swing and miss. And then he's going to miss again. Hrothgar, you're up.
Okay, I think even in my rage, I may have heard some of these words. I'm kind of half turned around, not paying attention while he's swinging and missing at me. And my beady little red eyes from that dread helmet are staring at Aelin. Never should have trusted an elf. Get my
Truth.
daughter out of here, or I'll kill you too. And then I'll turn back. We'll get reckless with this fool. That's how you do it. And bonus action. Attack again.
Aelin, what are you doing? Red Wolf is in front of you trying to get her bonds on her feet undone, but she can't.
I was told that friends are important, so I'm gonna help my friends. Because just because I'm bad guy doesn't mean I'm bad guy. Okay, another sleight of hand to try and help her with her ropes on her feet.
Give me another sleight of hand then.
Oh, fuck. I'm just
You
so
two
flustered
are-
by everything going on. I'm just fumbling around at this point.
You both are so, like, trying to get it undone that you're getting in each other's way, and you can't. You can't seem to get them undone at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm trying here. At least.
And Red Wolf is gonna keep messing with it as well. And through your assistance, it seems that she actually does. And she undoes the bonds and stands up and looks at the intense battle going on before her. Unarmed. Looks over at you and Aelin and goes, "Give me one of your swords." And reaches out her hand. And that ends her turn.
Do I have any extra?
Traitorous elf! What did I pay you for?
Haven't paid me yet.
I paid your master. He will hear of this.
Not if you die first. Yeah.
And he does both of his swings right into Hrothgar.
Looks like we've both been betrayed. Idiot. I'll swing again. And again.
I'm gonna throw one of my swords. Or let's not throw it. Let's hand it gently. Because knowing my luck, I could
What are
accidentally
you-
impale someone.
What are you giving her? What kind of sword?
I'll give her one of my short swords and a dagger. That'll leave me with a short sword and a dagger.
There is also a hand axe on the ground behind me, I think.
Is there?
Yes. Well,
Yes,
I threw
there
it and
is.
then he threw it back. Into the
No,
ground.
he didn't throw the hand axe back. He threw it into the ground. Alright, so you hand her a short sword and a dagger.
Yep.
That
Mhm.
is your action.
Okay.
And you see Red Wolf go into a rage. And I don't have tokens locked. Yeah. She's going to go strutting up next to her father and is going to go reckless as well. Since everybody seems to be doing that. And swing the short sword she has in her hand. And land a hit.
That's my go.
End her turn. She looks over at Hrothgar and goes, "Fighting side by side after so long feels right."
I hate those.
And Olga's gonna look over at this and just be like, "Betrayed by a dirty elf and a coward of Brewhammer coming at me with his poor daughter. Disgusting half-breed."
Hrothgar's gripping his maul so tight, like his nails are digging into his palms, bleeding.
He's gonna swing at you once, and then he's gonna turn and swing at her once. And Hrothgar, you're up.
So I'm a coward, am I?
Traitor of your clan. Couldn't
No.
even kill the wolf, and you took in his own daughter.
An idiot like you could never understand.
Aelin?
I'm gonna go over here. And I'm going to attack this dude with my remaining short sword. Should I use my stuff?
Yes.
I'm remembering better.
You
Woohoo!
don't need to turn on your AC, though.
Oh.
That one's always on. Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting slightly better at remembering. Woo! And can I use one of my daggers?
You can use a dagger. But when you go to swing damage, make sure you take out whatever the modifier is. Put a negative into it, because you probably don't have
She
that.
missed anyway.
I
Oh,
missed,
she
yeah.
missed, so, never mind. Alright.
I am gonna tell him though. Unlucky for you, I have a weak spot for parents and their children. And then I'm gonna miss my stab, and that's okay.
He's gonna look at you and gonna be like, "You'll be dead soon enough, it won't matter." Red Wolf, old Reckless again, swinging at him. Hit him once. And he's gonna look at you guys. Reach into his bag. And chug a potion. You're gonna see what looks like him getting healed.
Uh-oh.
And then he is going to take one swing. And miss at Hrothgar. Because he forgot the rage. I mean, forgot the other thing. Yeah, that.
No potion's gonna save you.
Can I apply the poison that I have to my weapon?
It takes an action to apply it, so you can. but you won't be able to use it till next turn.
Okay, I might as well just hit him then.
Yeah. Add your sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Damn, girl.
I'm a little annoyed at this point, so I'm just like, chow, 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 bam.
Elvish whore!
It's not very nice.
You gonna try and go at him with your dagger?
Yeah, I am. Did that not hit?
Did you roll it on him?
Oh,
never
host
mind.
connection lost.
And so, it begins.
Come on, it wouldn't be a campaign if you didn't DC at least once.
I'm sorry I betrayed you.
Are you?
I really am.
Tell me what you're feeling IRL right now.
I feel really sad. I don't want you to hate me.
Fucking helps.
I've
Well, I'll
known
tell you what.
about this for like months now. And I've had to decide what I was gonna do.
I've been telling you for years, don't trust them elves. With the pointy
Katie,
ears
I can
and the
tell
long
you with-
noses.
Pretty good certainty that Hrothgar definitely hates you.
No.
And I can tell you with moderate certainty that Justin hates you too.
No.
That's not true. I love good stories. You brought me a good story.
Rhythm bot's hitting tonight.
Yep. Look, there's a lot to my backstory, and I decided because of it that I wasn't going to kill you.
So that crit was meant for me?
Maybe. I technically should be killing you, but I'm not gonna do it.
That would actually be hilarious. A campaign where it's basically just like one is a traitor and just is picking off the other story members or characters one by one, but we can't tell each other who it is. For meta reasons.
That's a really good idea, actually. It's like a game of Mafia, but like in D&D.
Well, I mean, you literally had to make a choice whether you wanted to play that game or not. Earlier tonight.
Yeah. I mean, who says I'm not gonna be killed at this point by an angry dwarf who's mad because I betrayed him?
You were one of the few elves he actually liked too.
I know. I know.
I just got woke last session and you do this.
I know.
You literally ruined the flashcards, Aelin.
Look, okay. I was trying to just tell him where this fruit was. It's not like I've known for weeks that this was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to be a good friend, and this guy just showed up. I don't know what he's talking about. Contracts, this, and payment, that. I'm just living my life, okay?
You can't even say that with a straight face.
No, I can't.
It's like, sidebar, let me pull you over into this private chat. I don't know about no contracts.
I had to run over to grab my vape, so I missed it. But I will say that what I've learned so far tonight is, or over the last like 3 weeks, is Jack takes this whole don't split the party rule way too fucking seriously, because every time we
No, I
split the
don't.
goddamn party, we all die.
Somebody's
did
getting
decide to
executed
split
for
up.
this.
It wasn't him.
We all. I feel like this is gonna end like Shakespeare, and they all die.
Shakespeare's good stories, though.
Oh my.
Surely not everybody dies in Shakespeare. Sarcasm.
Well,
As
I
in
mean,
Chelsea.
his comedies, no.
There are still a lot of deaths for a comedy in many of his comedies.
You know, that's true. You know, Hamlet can be quite amusing, too.
Hamlet is a comedy. It's basically about a frat boy just trying to make it in the world.
Whose mom decides to sleep with his uncle.
Yeah, but that was pretty fucking common. It was probably her. He was probably her cousin. In the royal families of England, they're all the fucking same anyway.
Yeah, we're Danish.
I meant Europe in general.
Fair enough.
I mean, at this point, they're so inbred that they cannot marry royals to royals anymore because it's like, fuck.
They're so inbred, they're basically sandwiched.
Wow. Are you a father? That was a dad joke right there.
Honestly, that sounds like a joke from the show Bake Off.
But you liked it though, right?
I like
I can't say I like the
character.
joke, but you're a good
Yeah.
guy.
you. Yeah, I'm
It's kind of a
supportive.
stupid joke, but...
I'll take it nonetheless.
Yeah. Server's up.
Woohoo! I was the first one to join today. It was very exciting.
Fly out to Pennsylvania, got a cookie for you.
But it's oatmeal raisin.
Don't tell her.
I'll be right there.
On my way.
I like the pain of disappointment. I always thought I liked oatmeal raisin cookies, but then I realized that the only thing I like about them is how they look on a plate, and every bite is just disappointment.
How dare you spread such lies?
Yeah, I was gonna say he likes oatmeal raisin.
That's because you were probably beaten as a child.
That's a weird connection.
Yes, and?
That's right. Just yes and with whatever comes first to your mind. Don't worry about anything else. We'll fix it in editing.
Or is everybody back in?
I think so.
I am.
Alright, Aelin, if I remember, you were trying to take your dagger attack.
Yes, I was. So let me do that. Damn it. I'm not used to using this dagger, guys. Please excuse me.
But you used to betrayal.
Oh my god!
I believe in the power of friendship.
That means stabbing your friends, right?
And if, after Aelin lasts lands a quite nasty critical and misses with her dagger. Red Wolf also misses with short.
Hey, Aelin,
Yeah.
have you ever heard of karma?
Yeah.
I know that band.
That shit's happening to you right now.
Oh, snap.
I just made friends, and now, for the first time in my life, I know what friends are. And I'm just trying to do right by them.
Correction, you did know what friends were.
And you guys see the great axe come down and slam right into Hrothgar's shoulder,
Ooh.
cutting him across the
yes.
chest and knocking him to the ground.
Oh, shit.
And then he
Now
turns,
dirt, and my eyes fade out.
and then he turns and he swings into Red Wolf. And he looks over at you, Aelin, and goes, "When I'm done with them, I'm gonna finish you off, too." Give me a saving throw.
What's a saving throw?
A death save, you mean?
Yeah, death save. In tower.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't matter. Oh, well, damn.
Oh. He will not die this day.
And if he failed, I had a good joke for Justin, too.
Did I just get up?
No.
I don't
It
know
gave
why.
me 1 HP.
Critical success is supposed to give you 2 successes.
Yeah, I don't know why it brought you back, but you have 2 successes,
Okay.
but you're still unconscious. And that is your turn.
Okay.
Aelin, you're up.
Oh shit. I don't know what I should do. Guys.
Finish me off, you traitor!
He looks at you and he goes, "Take Red Wolf down, and I'll let this pass."
I'm gonna stab him.
Question mark?
No!
Look at where your treachery has gotten you. What's it gonna do?
I'm so sad. How do I use my inspiration thing on this dagger at least?
You want to? Roll at advantage.
Oh god, how do I do
And the bottom right, hit the ADV before you
Bottom
roll
left.
your attack. Bottom left, sorry. Yeah.
that? Okay.
Alright. Add your sneak attack die.
Yeah,
No, you didn't add it.
I added it.
There
Sorry.
you go. There you go.
I realized my mistake. Please let me
Oh,
kill
it's not
him.
That 4 shouldn't have been on there.
So he would have taken 5 damage instead of 7.
Yes. And that's your turn?
I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
My special spell thing. Can I teleport people with me or no?
No.
Okay. And what level
And
am
it's an action, or a bonus action to do that, and you used your bonus action already.
I? Okay, so there's literally nothing I can do at this point.
You could try and run, although he'd get an opportunity attack on you.
No. I'm gonna either kill this guy or die trying. Because if my friend's gonna die, I'm gonna die too.
And you see Red Wolf swing that short sword right into him. And he lets out a grunt. Ugh. And he looks around, and he swings. He's gonna swing at Red Wolf once I click on the proper things. There we go. And he swings, slashing Red Wolf across her chest, and she goes down too. And he turns and looks at you, Aelin, and goes, "Are you gonna help me now, or are you gonna die with them?"
Not gonna help you, and not gonna die either.
Hrothgar, give me a death saving throw. You are... Wait, you have to roll above a 10, right?
I don't know. For some reason, it's not doing like the automatic progression. Like I had to manually put the checks on.
I have it set so you're supposed to auto be able to do that. Are you rolling d20s, or are you clicking on
No,
the...
I'm clicking the little thing next to my.
yeah, I don't have... Because I don't want to have it on the auto death where it auto rolls it for you. I want you to do it.
Give me
So,
1 second, and I'll find out for you. Oh,
Okay.
Never mind. Anybody have Google open already?
What's up? What do you need?
On a death save in 5th edition, is it a 10 or higher, or does it have to be higher than a 10 to pass the death save?
I think it's 1 to 10 and 11 to 20.
Death saving throw in 5e. You need to get 10 or better to succeed on a death saving throw. Whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you must make a special saving throw.
Are stable but unconscious.
Okay.
Aelin? Think this through, girl. Your master will find out about what you've done.
I think you underestimate how stubborn I am.
You underestimate my power!
You did it.
And you stab into him, stabbing into his chest. And he grabs you on the shoulder as he falls forward. He's like, "I will return!" And he falls to the ground.
Does he shrink?
He does shrink.
Cool.
Can I cut his head off just to be sure?
Jesus.
You
No.
have a short sword, so it's not going to exactly be easy for you to do something like that.
Okay, never mind.
He did drop an axe, though.
Yeah, he did drop
Aelin,
his
nothing
axe.
worth doing is easy.
But,
I don't want no zombie dwarfs coming after me.
Aelin, you look over, and Hrothgar is on the ground unconscious and kind of breathing all right. But Red Wolf is still bleeding, and she's kind of shaking a little and breathing sporadically.
Okay, how do I save people who are dying?
All right, so for all
Insert
intents
the
and
dagger
purposes,
between their neck, their jaw.
The fact that you have to ask that tells me that you can't.
okay, so combat is effectively over, but I'm not gonna take away that yet. So you see Red Wolf over there, and Hrothgar seems fine, and basically Red Wolf is going to be rolling death saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, you can help her or go over and stabilize her.
I would stabilize her
All right.
because at least Hrothgar is not dead or dying immediately.
All right. So you do.
Ow.
You are unconscious for 4 hours, unless you are woken up by something, and you have a what seems to be unconscious useless ward.
Can I use any potions of healing? Any potions to like wake them up?
You can.
Okay. I have this special ointment.
You can use that as well.
Okay, so I'm going to use that ointment on Hrothgar. And
What's the ointment do exactly?
it can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
Alright, so roll me 2d8 plus 2. You can put the 2 in the modifier.
Cool.
That is 1d8.
And another one.
If you roll, when you pick up the d8 with left, hold it down and then right click, and you can do it like that. Hrothgar,
I
you
see.
get 15 back health, and you are now conscious.
Okay.
And you're going to use that on on Red Wolf as well.
Yes. So I'll
Alright.
do that again then.
Yeah.
Cool. I did it!
Yep, you sure did. Wasn't for you, wouldn't be in the situation. But yeah, you did.
Okay. They both.
Just do 12 damage to
I
him.
don't know how he makes it so that it heals. When I dragged and dropped it, it was supposed to heal him, but it did it as damage.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Manually type it in again.
I'm like over there slapping her across the face. Come back to life!
You're really rubbing that lotion in.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
That's just counting the psychological damage I've caused at this point.
All right. Hrothgar, you are turning to consciousness.
I'm gonna sit up like the Undertaker used to. All sudden, and look around. So Red Wolf is fine. And
She seems to be like rubbing her forehead as Aelin seems to be applying ointment to her, and she seems to be returning to consciousness.
Alright, I'll get up and go over to my daughter. Help her to her feet.
She will put out her hand and accept this offer.
I'll take the greatsword that Olga had and give it to her. Tell her to give the those elven weapons back to the elf.
She will hand you back your weapons. You didn't take them out of your inventory, did you?
No. Because I had a feeling I was going to get them back.
All right. And you told her to take
I give her the
Okay.
axe. Yeah.
his. Okay.
And I'll pick up my hand axe on my way over there.
All right.
Good to see you, Red.
Good to see you too, Father. Sorry about the inconvenience.
Not your fault. I stare over my shoulder at Aelin. Then I look back to Red. There's an adventuring guild not far from here in the town. Take your things and meet me there in an hour.
All right. And she reaches down into Olgot's stuff and starts going through his equipment.
I'm gonna go get my barrel.
All right. When you walk over to get your barrel, she pulls out some kind of thing that you notice as a musical instrument and just tosses it to the side. And then you just hear this, it can't be. And you turn and look, and she pulls out a book and look into the party sheet. She holds up a book with the Brewhammer symbol on it.
Pick up the barrel and come back to her and look at it. Yeah,
She-
this.
I'm unlocking tokens, sorry. She like goes to open the book, but it seems to be magically locked, and she can't open it. And she turns and hands it up to you.
Okay. Should I just put it in my inventory for now?
Yes.
Got it. We'll have a look at that in a while.
All right. I'll see you at the adventure in Skilled.
A nod to her.
And she takes off running down the road.
I'm gonna come back and stand over Olga's body with my maul in my hand. Did you get what you wanted, Aelin?
I personally didn't think it was going to turn out this way, and I apologize.
You think I'm mad at you?
Yes, I do believe you'd probably be mad at me, and you'd have every right to be.
He doesn't look at you, but he's just shaking his head now. How could I be mad at you? You're just acting like an elf.
Damn.
Get out of my sight.
I'm just gonna walk away.
All right. You can move your token as you please. They're not locked.
Cool.
And you walk off the map.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I know! He did the dad thing!
I play a dad. What do you want? All right, I take the brew off my back and I set it on his chest. I open the barrel and looking at the fresh berries. This probably wasn't even part of the ingredient. Just an elvish trick. Well, I guess this book would tell me later. This is what you wanted, Olgat. My secret recipe. Now you have it. Take it with you to the next life. And I drive it into his chest with my maul, splashing what's left of it all over him. I can do that?
All right. Yes.
Alright, as he's soaking in the Brewhammer ale, I'll set him on fire and walk away.
All right. So you're leaving the barrel there?
Yeah, I destroyed it.
Okay. Did you take the book?
I have the book, yeah.
All right. And you burned everything, all the ingredients you had gathered. Did
Yep,
you
they
take
were all
any
in
of
the
that? All right. But you took any of the items you normally store in it, or did you destroy all of your items?
I must say, I destroyed all my items.
Okay. The dread helm is laying on the ground. Did you pick that up?
No, I left it there.
Okay. So just about everything he can start taking out of your inventory if you want.
Okay.
So I mean, technically, you've destroyed a lot of things. All right. And you walk off.
Hrothgar has a Jules from Pulp Fiction moment.
All right.
Which barrel's
Aelin
mine?
is
Okay.
Relentless, Agalia, Azir, and Atia. Drangora is still sitting there throwing what is equates to kind of like boulders. They're small in her hands, but twice the size of your head, and seems to just be hucking them at trees off in the distance. And you guys are sitting there, and you can see at one of the intersections that you had passed, you see what looks to be an orc with red hair, like look down at you guys and then turn and start running towards the city. And then a few minutes later, you see Aelin walking up the same path. Aelin, you look to your right and you can clearly see the cart about 50 to 60 yards away. So what are you guys going to do?
Relentless is gonna nudge his ear and just kind of lift his head because I don't want to let go of the reins, and just kind of look over at in Aylin's direction, get his attention, like, hey, look over there.
Do I have to perception check, Jack?
No, you see it.
I'm gonna look back at Relentless and hold, like, with one eyebrow up. The traditional, what the fuck's going on? Look. And I'm gonna call over.
All right, Aelin, you hear Azir calling you in the distance.
You there, Katie?
Oh, damn it. I thought I had unmuted myself. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna ask if I can talk to Relentless alone.
Well, I mean, you have to say this.
Okay. Relentless? May I speak with you over here, please?
We're on the cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are just sitting on the cart.
I'm gonna
I'm
hold
not
out my
gonna look
hands
at
to take the
anybody
reins from Relentless. Feeling a little bit peeved that nobody likes me, but it's okay. Azir doesn't give a shit, actually.
I hand over the reins and just give you the signal to keep it slow and steady. I'll walk along the cart, and
You guys aren't going anywhere. The cart's just sitting still.
okay. Well, I hop down then, and I give the reins over to Azir. Is there something I can help you with, Aelin?
Can we move out of earshot of the rest of the people?
Relentless is just gonna kind of squint at you and say, sure.
Okay. So, Hrothgar and I had an unfortunate incident happen when we went to pick some fruit. And I believe he is on his way. However, I think I may need to tell you a couple of things before we keep on as a party.
Relentless folds his arms and just looks at you to proceed.
So, I may not be in the best line of business, and unfortunately, something may have gone wrong with one of my contracts, and Hrothgar almost got killed, and yeah, things didn't go too great. But you, being an impartial, leader of our group, I thought may be able to at least help me come to some kind of truce to stay with you, because we're friends now, right?
Relentless just looks at you surprised, like, oh, so everything's finally coming to light now. You make a mess of everything, and now you want me to clean it up for you.
Look, I made a decision that probably would finally be what you would qualify as a good one, and I'm hoping to keep that on trend, but that's not gonna happen if I have to go back to my job. Quotation.
So, no one else knows about this in our party, so really wouldn't affect anyone except for Hrothgar, who you have wronged, and you want me to tell that angry little dwarf to be cool.
While
Not
you guys are having
necessarily.
this conversation, you do catch Hrothgar walking up that same path,
Oh, great.
about to get to the intersection.
Relentless looks over in Hrothgar's direction and breathes a brief sigh of relief that he is still among the living, and Aylin's actually telling the truth. That he almost died and didn't in fact die.
I'm slightly offended.
You do notice, pretty obviously, Relentless. He is no longer wearing the dread helm.
I also don't have the big barrel on my back anymore.
Yeah, sorry, or the barrel.
Is it safe to say I don't even recognize him anymore?
That is your choice.
Relentless looks a little bit closer, kind of squints, uses those cat eyes, and identifies him as Rothgar. There actually aren't too many dwarfs running around, except for that one that took Kali, but they look a little similar now that you don't have your barrel and your helmet.
He is still like 60 yards away. Tell me what you're doing, Hrothgar. Are you walking up or?
Yeah, I'm walking up. So they're parked in front of the guild or what?
No, you guys are outside the city.
Oh.
You're like probably about 1.5 miles away from the city. If you look to your left when you get to the intersection, you can see a figure, your assumption possibly to be Red Wolf, walking towards the city. And you look to your right, about 60-ish yards down, you can clearly see the giant in the cart. And you can see Aelin and Relentless kind of standing about a good like 40 or 30, 40 feet away from the cart and everyone else talking.
Okay. We'll come up. What's that?
How far away are they?
He's going to take him maybe about a minute to walk over to you. So if you
I'm just curious because I have hearing to 40 feet.
They're outside of your range.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Hrothgar is going to approach what appears to be Aelin and Relentless, having a little side chat.
All right, you guys have about 30 seconds to cram in any more talk you want before he approaches you. You can see him walking towards you.
Is there anything that you want to say before he gets here?
Katie, are you muted again?
Yes, I am. Okay. I'm gonna say, look, just as a friend, I need help in this situation because I honestly don't know what to do.
Relentless just kind of smirks with his arms still folded, scowling at you, and just kind of looks down and just like, you owe me so bad.
And he is now approaching you guys.
Relentless immediately stands between Aelin and Hrothgar and checks over Hrothgar to see how bad of shape he's in.
He looks pretty fucked up. He's bleeding. He has what looks like to be a wound across his shoulder down to his chest, but he has an ointment covering it up. But he's pretty beaten, busted up.
Alright, Relentless is going to grab the other shoulder, the one that wasn't cleaved in half by an axe, and put it around his thick-ass neck.
Until you physically touch me, I'm staring directly at where Aelin would be, even though you're in the way. And then when you touch me, I look at your hand and then finally look up at you.
Well, I'm crouched down right now, so that way you can kind of support your own weight, because if I stand straight up, I'm just going to be fireman carrying you by one arm. So I pick you up and take you into the cart, and
Do you allow this to happen, Hrothgar?
No. Grapple check?
Yeah. Are you trying to be forceful when you feel him resist you, Relentless?
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, it's going to be a grapple check. athletics.
Wow.
He shrugs you off.
Paws off, Kitty. And I'll hand you my mace of warning. My maul, sorry. Load that in the cart for me. Don't wait up. I'll be back. And I'll walk past you and head towards the Adventurers Guild to meet up with my daughter. And the whole time I pass, I glare at Aelin.
Grab them all and sit it upright in the cart. And just kind of look, not really surprised at Aelin, just kind of like, hey, I tried. And he doesn't want us to wait up. And I'm going to respect his wishes. Because right now, he can pretty much get whatever he wants. And Relentless is going to climb back up into the cart. And kindly take the reins back from his ear.
You see Jorngora is sitting there and looking over at Hrothgar, walking away and looking at you. And the giant, she's like, wait, what happened? Where's Hrothgar going? And she's speaking in giant.
Respond to her in giant. And, or do you want to respond, Hrothgar?
No, I don't answer. I just keep walking.
And Relentless looks at her and responds to her in giant, and just tells her, "Eyes forward. He'll be arriving with us soon."
All right. And she stands up and ready to move with you guys.
We've gotten into a lot of trouble in this town, and the sooner we can make haste out of it, the sooner we can be somewhat safe.
I'm gonna look around and say, where's the bird?
You guys do notice a lack of you. He hasn't shown up. It's past noon, probably around like 2 o'clock right now.
He is probably roosting or something.
No, when it comes to Ball, he's pretty punctual on about most things. And wherever we go, there seem to be plenty of sacrifices, so I don't think you'd want to miss out. Does anyone remember the last time we saw him?
Only this morning, I believe.
The Adventurers Guild, yeah.
Relentless sighs, grabs the reins and gives him a tight tug, and does a U-turn in the cart, and starts heading back towards the Adventurers Guild.
Jorngora walks with you as you guys get closer, but stops like when you get within 500 yards or so of the walls. She goes, they're not going to let me back in the city again, but I'll wait out here for you guys. And then you see Atia run over and hand her this little pebble and just go, we'll always be able to talk.
I was actually... I'm going to look at Relentless and just be like, do you think that Atea and I should wait out here with Yongora? What with the trouble that we caused, and considering the fact that we are the ones that made the killing blows?
It's probably a good call.
This, I think, is the best way to avoid trouble. We do have those stones, though, so we will give you one, and if you say the word, and we will come.
You guys have 2 sets of those. And currently all 4 of them are with you guys.
Well, Relentless has one of the sets, right?
Yeah, Relentless has 1 set.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and be like, do you mind if I have one of your fairy stone thingies?
How's that gonna work, Jack? I only have 1 in my inventory.
He just has the other one. We'll just keep mental notes, because there's only 1 of the item, which is dumb, and he gave one of his to Atia, who is kind of now sitting in Jorngora's hand, holding up the rock, talking to it.
Oh, I got you. So they
Azir
come in
can-
pairs.
Yeah, you see, like, you hand one of yours to Azir, and like Azir's pocket is shaking from the one that's like 5 feet away from Mattia talking into it from his other set, because they're like walkie-talkies. So
Right.
you would have to magic them all to get them all to be walkie-talkies to work together.
Gotcha.
Right, but I have one of Sensei's and I have one with Atea, so
Yeah.
we're all connected.
All right.
Yep. All right. So who's staying with you leaving the cart outside?
Oh, I was gonna hop off the cart.
So who's staying outside, who's going inside, and where's the cart going?
The cart's gonna sit outside with Azir and Atea and Jerngora, and Agalia and Relentless are gonna go into town.
Aelin, you
Yes.
going into town?
And Aelin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go
Okay.
too.
All right. So you guys head back in.
And we make haste, pretty much avoiding eye contact, just heading straight for the Adventurers Guild. Not really. We're walking with purpose. We're not kind of like lollygagging and looking around. Relentless is dead set on getting to the Adventurers Guild.
All right. Give me just a second too. All right, Hrothgar inside at the bar. When you get there, you do see Red sitting at the bar, getting a drink, nursing it slowly.
Okay.
Where
Uh-oh.
she is handed a rag by Mayhem to clean up her face and some of her blood, and offered anything else she might need.
Okay. On my way when I'm alone, can I try using the same dwarven word that I used to unlock my magical keg to see if it unlocks the book?
You do, and it does unlock the book.
Oh boy. Alright. Well, I see Red. I'll go up to sit up at the stool with her. And I'm gonna try a sleight of hand, even though it's not really my forte.
All right, what are you doing?
I'd like to slide the book into whatever knapsack or satchel she's carrying.
All right, she does have one. All right, you slide it right in.
Alright. You want that back in the party sheet, then?
Yeah. Did you mean to put your bracers in there?
Yeah, give her all the sweet gear.
So you're giving her the bracers?
She doesn't know that, but yeah, they're in.
Oh, okay, you're handing her all. And the boots?
All the good gear, yeah.
Okay.
I give her a big, muscly hug. So when we're sitting, I think we're close in height.
All right. So you come up behind her and you sneak all this in, and then you give her a big hug from behind. She hasn't realized you're there, so she's mighty surprised. She's like,
I
Thanks
boop her
for
in the face with the
saving
tail of
me.
my beard. Like I probably used to do when she was little.
I don't know 100% how you want me to play her, so I'm doing the best I can.
It's fine. I'll just tell her I'm proud of her. I'm really happy to see her safe, and I'm glad she's free. And then you said Mayhem's at the bar.
Yes.
I'll whistle over to her and ask her if she still wants to be an adventurer.
The smile on her face is just massive. She's like, for all the years I've been alive,
Alright, I tell Red that there's a big pink cat. He's the most trustworthy person in the group. When he comes for me, introduce yourself, and they'll keep you safe. And then I'll take Mayhem out the back.
She, before you go away, will give you a hug, but she'll stand up and your feet will be like dangling in the air.
Alright. I won't contest
We will
that.
see each other again, right?
Always.
Next time we meet, I'll tell you the stories of my adventures.
I'll look forward to it.
You do realize that, like, in the 2 years you guys have been gone, she's grown almost like 2 feet. Because she was technically a child, and now she's an adult. Alright.
Yeah.
And you walk out.
Yeah, I take Mayhem with me.
Mayhem is, like, super giddy and just like, where are we going? Who do we need? Do we need any friends? And is just barraging you with questions and overexcited like a child. And you guys walk out the back.
And I'm gonna escort her to the back to where I think the cart is to find young girl.
Alright. So you're going to weave throughout the city, and then you'll head back there. We'll get to that. Alright. Relentless, Agalia, and Aelin, you guys arrive at the Adventurers Guild and walk in, and you do notice the odd-colored looking orc sitting at the bar.
Alright, first thing Relentless is going to do is instruct Aelin and Agalia to search around the guild to see if they can get any information on if anyone saw the last bit of you. And Relentless is going to make his way to the bar to get something to drink because he's pretty parched.
Alright. Agalia, Aelin, you're going to do some listening in then, I take it?
Yeah.
Alright. Give me perception checks, both of you.
Okay.
Agalia, yours will be at advantage.
That's alright. There we go. Wow. I perceive nothing.
Wow.
I'm so upset about everything going on that I'm just not even paying attention.
You just can't even.
I just can't even right now.
Do I hear stuff?
You
Well, I
do.
assume I do.
You do hear Aelin just like kind of sulking to herself. Just kind of beating herself up at what happened. But you do hear some people talking about an incident that seemed to have happened earlier in the day where 3 guards flew up into the air and captured a birdman. And rumor has it that he's the murderer who killed the man in the alley several days ago. But nobody knows what's going to happen to him yet.
Oh, okie dokie.
In Relentless, as you approach the bar, you get a clear look at Red Wolf.
Relentless is just gonna give her a brief up and down, like, you look different. And then just go back to putting his face in his drink. Do I notice any wounds or anything on her?
Yes, you do. You notice the same ointment you saw on Hrothgar seems to be on her as well.
I ask her, I ask her where she got those scars.
Well, these things, I found them not long ago with my pups. And she looks you over. A pink kitty. Ah, I am supposed to ride with you.
He kind of perks up his head like, oh, does everybody know who I am? He just kind of shrugs his head a little bit and takes another swig. Kind of chuckles to
Ah,
himself.
I don't know you. But Rothcott did.
He slams down his cup and turns and looks at you aggressively like, he's got scars, you've got scars. Almost insinuating that you two have battled.
Ismita.
The hair on the back of Relentless's neck kind of stands down. He did mention you.
Yeah. You say I'm to travel with you.
Well,
Is it okay?
Where's he?
Well, you know him. Always moving, always talking. Little guy, easy to do. I don't expect to see him for another 2 years.
Relentless starts putting the pieces together in his head of why he handed him the maul that he never lets go ever.
That is a different maul from the maul he always has on his back. You know when he handed the maul of warning to you, he actually had his old maul, Molly, on his back still.
Okay. Relentless still surprised that he gave up a weapon. And he didn't have his helmet on. And he always wears that thing. So as he's putting the pieces together, to honor his decision and his recommendation for you to come with us, Red Wolf holds out his hand. Relentless Knight, welcome to the Bloodcats.
She'll take your paw. It's probably bigger than her hand, but it's a pleasure. They call me Red Wolf on account of my hair. And she flushes her hair with one hand.
It's a nice shade of red.
It stands out.
That's for certain.
Okay, so I'm going to come over now and share the information that I heard about you. So there was apparently some sort of altercation here. 3 guards caught a flying bird. So probably arrested. He's probably been arrested.
Relentless, upon hearing this news, immediately puts his fingers to his temple, and he's just like, out of all of the people to have to encounter again, I have to interact with the authorities.
Seems so.
Well, I am in somewhat their favor. I'm not quite a fugitive, unlike some people. So maybe we can start there, and we have a new face that may be able to work in our favor as well. This is Red Wolf. Red Wolf, this is Agalia.
Pleasure to meet you.
Aelin, you can walk up if you like.
I'm just gonna walk up and nod to her and kind of stay between her and Relentless.
Oh, I know this one. She saved me. Come say hi. She'll just get
Slightly
up and come over to you.
baffled she's not upset at me. I hope that ointment I gave you helped.
Well,
At least a bit.
It stings, but I think it's doing something good.
That's good. Have we heard word on our bird friend?
Relentless relays the information that he got from Agalia. And that he's possibly in the custody of the authorities.
Yeah, he's being accused of murder, so likely arrested.
Murder?
Yeah, so apparently there was a murder here a few days back in an alley, and that's what he's been arrested.
Relentless kind of just strokes his chin like, I don't remember anyone being quote unquote murdered. Most people, we acted out of self-defense. We don't just go around randomly murdering people. Something doesn't seem to be right. We have to get to the bottom of this. And I pick up one of the sending stones and call back to Azir and Atea and give them the lowdown of what's currently happening, and on our word, we may need them to come into town, and if they do, leave the cart and bring Jerngora.
Alright, Azir, do you respond?
I've been muted for like 30 minutes, it's fine.
Oh.
And is Gravity staying shape?
I just thought my RP was bad for the last 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, Azir acknowledges it.
Well, before we go to the police so we don't raise any concern, we have to get you cleaned up there, Red Wolf. I know your name is Red Wolf, but can't exactly walk into a police station with you covered in blood. Might not go too well.
Yeah, you can all kind of clearly see that she's rather exotic even for this area. I have this feature on her called All Eyes on You. So it's going to be extremely difficult to pass her off as anything other than something that sticks out like a sore thumb, with the bright red hair and all the different mannerisms. But you can do your best.
Well, being different is one thing. Being covered in blood when you walk in to meet authorities isn't exactly going to bode well.
Yeah.
I don't
Being
think...
covered in blood is bad? I'd rather look.
Relentless looks down at his hands and looks at the blood-soaked fur that he currently has, and he's just like, yeah, this can't go bad at all. It's not going to go terrible at all. Just breathes a sigh and slams the rest of his drink and lets everybody know that he's going to start heading there, and to maintain a good distance away from him, to not pull any attention towards him, since she has that all eyes on me. And I start working my way towards the precinct.
Alright. Red Wolf cleans herself up with that rag she was given, so she doesn't, she's not covered in blood. Her wounds are still there, but they're not, like, dripping or anything.
They're just seeping?
No. They're closed. But, semi-visible still. And, Azir, after you get your message to return to the city, you look and you see Hrothgar and Mayhem walking towards you, coming out of the gate.
I just watch him.
Alright. They get to the cart.
I just try to make eye contact with Hrothgar.
Unless you do something to really get his attention, I don't think he notices you. He's beelining straight for you, Jerngora.
Alright, Hrothgar is now at Jerngora.
Well, I follow Hrothgar over to Jerngora.
I wave her down so that she'll kneel so I can talk to her.
She kneels down and replies in Giant, "It's good to see you come back."
It's time we blow this place. The heat's too strong in this town. And I'm speaking in Giant as well.
Okay.
This Mayhem girl, she's a feisty one. She'll be a good leader. So, for now, I'm going to guide you to get you trained up, and you'll be proper adventurers before no time.
She smiles and puts her hand down on the ground for you guys to get on top of.
Azir's like, where are you guys going?
Hrothgar turns around to his friend Azir and gives him a big old hug. Ah, my friend. You'll be the only one I really miss. But it's time we part ways.
Give me a few moments of your time, Hrothgar. You know I'm not going to stop you from leaving. Of course, I am no one to talk on that front. I've seen most of this country in as many years as we've been together, really. So tell me, what are your plans? Where do you go?
Let's talk alone, and I'll put an arm around you and kind of move you away from the rest. This group is not good. You know that.
I have been feeling that for some time, yes.
That elf. She's trying her best, I'm sure. She almost cost me and my daughter our lives with her betrayal. I wanted to make a clan with these people, and I realized it cannot be done. I thought the ale would bring us together, but I realized that too was a mistake. It has only brought hardship. So this is the end of that quest. And that's fine. But I can't be with them anymore.
May I ask, Hrothgar, what are your actual plans? Why do you plan on raising an army or staying quiet in some mountain?
I'm tired of raging. I've been swinging this damned hammer for as long as I can remember. I've killed everyone I've ever loved with it. I've had enough. The peace, that sounds nice.
That is admirable. Let me ask you. I'm sorry, I can't understand giant. Never mind. What I was going to say is stupid.
Well, you probably get the gist based on our gestures or whatever.
The girl over there, I remember her from the tavern.
She's a little spitfire.
She is no warrior, though.
No, not yet.
Azir, you know that she wants to become an adventurer, and you've seen her in full leather garb, and what she's in now, and she has when you look at her, she has a buckler shield on her left arm, and she doesn't seem to have any visible weapons.
I'd say she is no one to be able to help you in battle, Hrothgar. You need to be careful. She is even more green than Atea.
Hey, but that's what the Force Giant is for.
'Tis true. But let me ask you. I feel it is... I do not know. I need to take care of Atea, and I worry because I'm sure you understand. My past is not exactly something that is not going to come for me. And I worry because I need time away from this. We've spent too long in this city. I feel like my presence has possibly gone noticed. You did not hear, but Slave, he knew who I was.
And who are you?
I do not know if having that information will bring something upon you, my friend.
Then keep it for yourself. I don't need any more trouble.
But if you are going somewhere quiet and out of the way, somewhere safe, would you mind if I come along?
On one condition.
Yes?
And he taps his big sausage finger in your chest. No more drinking.
No, I think I have kept my hand in the sand, or my head in the sand for far too long. I think drink has brought many of these problems upon me now instead of when I was physically able to take care of them myself. No more drinking.
All right then. A new road awaits.
I'm gonna look over at Atea and basically ask, "Are you coming, or do you want to stay?"
I'm coming with you.
And then I just start following Hrothgar. Hey Jack, can I have a private conversation with you? Because this was not planned.
I mess up and everyone leaves.
It's all your fault, Aelin.
I'm so sad.
Roll an audible.
Jack is disconnected.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Good old Jack Internet. So, while we wait for him to come back, how's everybody feeling?
I feel good.
Feeling rather caged.
For
Ha.
you.
It's funny because it's true. Yeah, so next time I have to do my PC, really have to do a test sample of when we do Fantasy Grounds again. Because it didn't pick up my audio devices automatically, so the whole introduction
Oh snap.
is gone. So I muted everyone and I was just like, here's an update, use in jail.
Everybody's favorite birds in the clink.
And let's get back to it. It's just like, I look over and I see a wall. Do you interact with the gladiator? No. I just sit on the bed. I was like,
I
shit.
just cry.
My computer is like going nuts with this whole, with these like alerts and stuff. Because it's still trying to pick up everything. So the Windows sound just kept going, doo-doo-doo. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be in the stream.
All right. So you guys have just heard what happens. So, do you guys take the card or leave it?
I don't think we need it.
All right. Jorngora puts down her hand, and Hrothgar, Azir, Atia get on, and Mayhem hesitantly gets on, and she stands up and she begins walking away from Daramar. And we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I'll be right back.
Please. Now it's time to learn how quickly I can roll a new character.
I thought you would leave a Taylor.
No, I
He's grown attached. Those are tiefling cheeks.
To be fair, I did give her an option and she decided to go, so... Azir's not in the habit of bossing people around. Last time he bossed people around, all of his friends died. Just saying.
What are we gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Well, for starters, part of me doesn't want to get you back.
You shed all the negative toxic elements of the party and you don't want to bring one back. I get it.
Like, it's finally cleansed.
Just because I murder people doesn't mean I'm a bad guy.
Yes, it does.
You and Aelin belong
Exactly
together.
It's almost like we're married or something.
Welcome to Chris and Katie's. I bait him in, he shanks him. Oh man, you too. I'm a
I just
cleric.
I'm legit traumatized now because my storyline just broke up our party and I'm sad.
It's
It lost
funny
me a
'cause-
character.
Yeah, I think Travis thought that I planned this. I did not.
No,
was
I
just
didn't.
reacting.
I didn't either. When you showed up, I was just like, well, Hrothgar's the only one Azir likes. He's not gonna stay with the party.
I like it. From a player standpoint, I think it's gonna force us to think creatively.
We are thinking real creatively because I pretty much went down in that chat with Jack and said, like, listen, I didn't plan any of this. I didn't plan Azir to go. I have two characters that I built for John's next campaign. One of them I'm not going to be playing, and it fits with the story right now that you could introduce him very easily. Do you want me to rebuild him in here? And he just said yes. So,
Well,
Nice.
time to hit the old dust trail.
the only thing is I never picked what race he was, so now I gotta figure out what race I want him to be.
I'm just waiting for this big black crow to show up. What's his name?
Turu.
Churu 2.
No, you wouldn't see Turu, you just see a smiling rock holding your letter. What a bitch.
That'd be amazing.
Standing up there.
It's like
Clint
for
Jr.?
some reason, Relentless gets this feeling of God no. Feel like I've been here before. Is Relentless the reincarnation of Omir? Let's find out. That fucking face of Clint haunts my dreams.
Between Scooter, Clint, and you, if you put those three in the same team, I would fucking die.
Things would happen that we wouldn't want to happen. Oh man.
Do you remember Scooter? Yeah, I pulled him up.
Mhm.
There he is. Smoking his pipe.
Turtle man. Does he like this? Oh man, you guys.
I thought I was gonna die, especially when Red went down and Hrothgar went down. I thought Aelin was gonna die. I thought that was it.
I mean, didn't you kind of die though?
I mean, I got taken down, but I didn't even get a single fail on my death saves. I got a crit and a normal one, so I'd have got back up eventually.
Hrothgar stands up. You gonna learn today?
Yeah, that's why I made that joke about like the Undertaker. I used to sit up. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. That was his thing. His MO. It's gonna be interesting. So Kura, welcome to the campaign. Week 2.
Change places.
Your arrival has heralded in the end of our party.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
the harem has it ended or is it shifted to
I think it just shifted.
you?
I don't want the
Oh.
harem.
Ladies.
I mean, I think I might have to do a little bit of GIMP editing to my character art. Give him a main and just have a bunch of lionesses out there doing all my hunting for me.
We're not doing the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica races, are we?
You'd have to ask him.
What? I'm back.
We're not doing any of the Ravnica races.
You can do anything you want in my campaign.
Oh.
Are you gonna get lob again?
No.
You gonna be a Loxodon?
I thought
No.
about it, but no, because that's too ridiculous.
That is pretty ridiculous, but they're amazing clerics.
Is that what we need? Do we need another cleric? Because last one we got was making sacrifices.
Maybe we need one that heals and doesn't kill.
Really?
I probably won't do it because there are some rules in the new Ravnica guide, which I did buy on the pre-release, by the way. So I've been looking over it, and there are some rules and spells that there's no basis for in this game, and some of them are racials, including the race that I really like in that guide. So I'll probably just not do that because I think
Which
it'll be
race
a
is
pain
that?
in the ass. The Vedelkin.
Mm.
The Vedelkin I wanted to play because I have a Vedelkin deck in Magic the Gathering, and I love that race. But they get some weird shit, and they're like a fish people that are partially amphibious, and there are different rules with that.
Or are they the ones that can get like extra appendages or whatever?
They have a spell that
Augmentations?
can do it like temporarily.
Oh my. Sounds kinky.
All right. So, is everyone back, or does anyone need a couple of minutes? Put up the vote bar. I know Azir needs a few minutes.
I
although
put an X because I'm different.
You can probably clean up this.
Yeah, I'm
combat
cleaning
tracker.
up combat tracker right now.
Do you want to identify some of these things for her for later, or you want me to wait?
Yeah.
Brace,
Identify what?
my boots and the bracers at least.
Oh, they didn't get auto-identified?
No.
Weird. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
We're level 4, right?
Yeah.
You are.
Oh wow, that race map isn't in John's campaign, and it works fucking perfectly with this character. Amazing.
Oh, the dragon marked.
Yeah, because I told you what he is, and there's the dragon marked are scribes and people that comprehend languages literally.
You will not be of this world. At some point in your history, somehow you left Ravnica and ended up in Faerûn.
Well, I don't think the dragon marked gnomes aren't from Ravnica, are they?
Yes, that's Ravnica.
I didn't know they added Ravnica into this game yet.
Yeah, they released the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
Yeah,
That's
I
where
have
they're
a
pulling that
physical
from.
like hard copy of it. I just
Yeah,
didn't.
that's
I
what
missed
It's in
that.
FG now too.
Yeah.
It's
So
in what?
It's in
It's in
Fantasy
Fantasy
Grounds.
Grounds.
I have it in Fantasy Grounds.
Cool. I've been looking forward to messing around with that more elements from that because I fucking love Magic the Gathering too much.
John's not like letting any of the like races in from Ravnica because he wants to keep the whole like world separately. But anything goes in
He
my
was willing to let me be a Loxodon because there is a similar race in the lore of Faerûn, but
Oh, I
ended
believe
up not.
it.
I ended up not choosing it.
Yeah, but being a dragon mark, like their whole thing is like specifically coming as being a part of a house and whatnot.
Whoa, there's so much cool shit from Ravnica in here. Jesus Christ. I only looked at the new stuff so far. I haven't looked at the stuff that just added on to like different the classes that were already existed.
Travis, are you the one who hasn't marked that you're here?
No, I did.
Oh, that's me. I completely forgot. I was like, who are we still waiting on? Okay.
Alright, well. Azir, do you say anything back to Relentless with the sending stone? Do you leave it in the cart? What do you do with that?
I'll leave it in the cart.
Do you say you don't say anything back?
Oh, I do. I just say, I tell Relentless, I am sorry, my friend, but the plan has changed. You will be able to find all the things I borrowed from you here in this cart. And I put the sending stone in there, and I don't remember what else was in my inventory. One second.
I have a feeling I'm gonna come back to the cart, and it's just gonna be all the stuff that he's been secretly stealing from me all this time.
I've been stealing things, I don't think.
Just don't know Azir's concept of borrowing. You get it back eventually.
Alright, so first off, Jack, how do I put things in the party window? Just drag them there?
Drag and
Yeah.
drop them.
Alright, into the cart, I put 3 casks of golden glop.
All of
That's-
the ale.
All my ale. The sending stone, but I have to keep one of them on me because I have my own set. Ever smoking bottle I put in there. I put ointment, potion of healing, and I keep my actual gear.
Alright. You can take a 0 off the top.
Yeah, one second. I gotta release him again.
Alright.
Hey,
So,
Jack.
yes.
Just real quick, I found a link you might be interested in. If you ever make athletic characters again. This is a jump calculator.
Oh boy.
Where
Just
was
making
that in the
sort of-
last campaign?
I just found it. You want the link?
No, because I'm not gonna be jumping around anymore.
You might be jumping on this guy.
That's true. Yeah, put it in there.
Oof.
I think last time we played, I think I jumped a total of like almost 80 feet in one turn.
Yeah. Here, I'll just put it in the general chat for
Alright.
if anybody wants that. It even you can toggle on magical items and all kinds of shit. Pretty cool.
Flex Labs. What is your strength score? SWOLE.
Don't worry about it.
Someone just rolled stats.
Alright, so everybody is here and ready again. Relentless, Agalia, Aelin, Red Wolf, you guys are in the bar and leaving to go to the barracks.
And that's where we think you is.
You're going there to Relentless is heading there to see if he can get help.
Okay. From that guy who hates him.
Yep.
Inspector Gadget.
Yep.
So you get to the barracks and you see a guard and you ask to speak with the inspector. And he walks away and he comes back. And he goes, all right, come with me. And he brings you over into the inspector's room, and he looks at the rest of you guys and goes, "All right, you all got to sit out here. Only he can go in." And you're standing in front of the inspector in his office, and like as you come in, he immediately just punches you in the face. He's like, "Now we're even."
Damn.
And then he walks away and sits behind his desk, and he's like, acts like nothing happened, and goes, "How can I help you today?"
And it's a great way to stay in shape, kids. That's why you should always listen to the police, for those of you watching at home. Because if you don't,
Unless you're white.
they'll assault you and then try to beat you again. I believe you may have someone I know in custody. And I actually do know their name.
You mean your Eric Cocker friend? You, was it?
You could say
Yeah.
that.
He was brought in by one of the other departments, well, one of the other families. They're getting him for the murder of a civilian dead in an alley.
A
Rumor
murder?
has it they're going to execute him tomorrow.
Without a trial or anything?
They don't need a trial. They have proof he did it. Moron goes walking around with a symbol of Baal carved into his shield, and the dead body had the symbol of Baal painted in blood around it. It's not hard to make the connections, and even if it wasn't him, they don't care. Especially after, and he leans in and goes, "What you guys did with the coolness, breaking up their slave trade was a huge issue for them, but a much welcome praise to the city. I would like to personally thank you for that, even though publicly I cannot."
Well, you could always thank me by perhaps putting someone else that needs to die in Yu's place to be your scapegoat, because it seems that you guys really like having those around.
The problem isn't if you committed the murder in the alley or not. It's that we know he helped with the rest of you for the coolness, and that's what one of the other families wants him for. They'll use every lie and manipulation they have. And we're in a position where we can't exactly stop them. But I can tell you where he is.
And why would you be telling me where he is exactly?
Because the sooner you leave my city, the sooner I don't have to see your stupid pink face anymore.
Finally, we agree on something.
He's being held in a prison just on the edge of the city inside. There will be not a lot of guards tonight for whatever reason. Try not to let them see you. And, well, don't kill them. And if you do see you, give them a good smack so they forget what happened. I can't have this being connected, after all. Well, yeah, this could lead to civil war if you do this bad. And then, well, both sides will be trying to kill you.
Your definition of sides is very...
The families that run this city, there are 5 of them. I work for Sir... where did I put his name?
So this
Sir
family...
Freewater, who you've
Sir
met.
Freewater.
Yes. And this jurisdiction that caught you was Rainbreaker. They've always been a bit at each other's throat, with Sir Freewater ruling over the city and his family. The Rainbreakers would like to take control. And the other three families kind of sit by the sides, but if civil war breaks out in between them, lines will be drawn. Families will have to choose, and a lot of people will die.
Relentless is going to look at his desk and potentially pull out a piece of paper, and jokingly he's like, I'm going to need a list of all their fears and their work schedule of every family member.
You cannot attack the families. You'll make enemies out of all the families. Hell, I'll actually have to come after you for reals again. I almost said for realsies.
For realsies.
But for realsies this time.
Not for fakesies. Relentless gets up and just kind of nods and wipes a little bit of blood from his lip from where he got punched in the face, and just walks out. And walks back to Aelin and Agalia and give them the rundown of we have an address. We might be able to get you out of here. It doesn't seem like they want us in town anymore, so we have that going for us. He at least gave me where he's being held and encouraged us to get him and leave. So the sooner we do that, the sooner we can go. So he kind of looks at you two, Aelin and Agalia. You two are very small and sneaky, unlike myself. I'm very pink and sneaky, but we may be able to infiltrate and get you out. Oh, and he specifically said to avoid becoming enemies of the state, we have to make sure we don't kill any of the guards. And the guard duty is going to be really light tonight, so should be a fairly simple mission compared to some of the other stuff that we've done recently. How do you guys feel about it?
It's not my usual job, but you know, little Birdman was kind of fun at the potion shop. So let's.
I don't mind helping. So let's do it.
Am I involved in this too?
You're sitting right there with them.
I don't know about your battle prowess because I've not seen anything. So he's just been kind of working with what he's got. But you're more than welcome to chime in with what you got.
Well, let's see. I was trained by Hrulgar, so I like to go in heavy-handed and crush skulls.
Relentless just kind of looks at everyone, just like, think you might need to sit this one out. If you're anything like your father.
Like she doesn't understand. Like, I help, yeah?
No. No. You help by not helping. You keep watch and make sure that we don't get snuck up on, but no crushing skulls.
Can you give me a persuasion?
No crushing skulls.
He seems.
Oh my god!
God damn it! He's being mighty persuasive, but you could lean one way or the other.
Why are you like this?
Okay, I think I crush ribs, and that's good, yeah?
They can still live with crushed ribs, but try to avoid killing them, please.
There we go. Compromise.
Just like your father.
No, I'm taller. And she holds her hand up, like really high.
I don't know what to do with you.
Relentless, Aelin, you are kind of weird when you look at her. You do realize that she does have like orc features, like physically built, but she does have like long ears, and her skin is more of a darkish blue color than the green, so it does seem kind of awkward to you guys.
Well, don't I know what she is? Because, like, I totally dug into all of Hrothgar's business.
Probably.
Yeah,
Then
no,
you
I do,
know-
because it was in my notes.
Then you know that she is a half orc, half
Yeah.
drow.
Oh. That I wasn't expecting, to be honest.
Galia is blind, correct?
Agalia is blind,
Can I just like
and
touch
she looks
Can
like
I
she's
just
a
like-
half drow, but probably leaning more on the human side.
What were you saying, Kara? I couldn't hear you.
Can I just touch your face?
Just
Figure
gonna
out
walk
which-
up and just touch her face.
You do
Yeah.
have like a
Well, I'm gonna
bit
ask.
of like
I ask, of course. I ask, of course.
What is
Before you can
consent?
finish your sentence, you feel a giant hand on your hand, and it slams your palm against my cheek.
Awesome. I'm just gonna touch your face.
On my face, you will probably feel like when you get to the ears and stuff, and around my neck, there's like bone jewelry,
Okay.
and I do have tiny little tusks jutting out from my underbite.
Oh, that's so cute.
The underbite's real.
And my hair isn't quite as coarse as orc hair, but it's not as silky as drow hair either. Somewhere in between.
Okay. Okay.
Is this how we say hello around these parts?
Well, just for me.
And I touch your face too. Then I just put a like basketball palm on
That's
your.
okay. I allow it. I allow it.
There, we are friends now, yeah.
Yes, we are.
Oh, that is good. I did not have many friends. And what is your name again?
Ooh. Agalia.
Agalia. I like this. I am Red Wolf. You may call me Red.
Okay. Thank you, Red.
No problem.
it is very obvious to everyone at this point by now that yes, Agalia is blind. Okay, so you guys are in the bar. It's gotten later in the day. You now know Azir is not coming. What are you gonna do before night comes? You have the message from the inspector, Relentless,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically like go after midnight is the last guard change. There'll be less guards there because the prison's inside the city, but there will still be a few. And it has just like there's always one at the front. There's always one patrolling the prisoner area, and there's usually like maybe two to three more usually there on duty, possibly taking shifts sleeping during the night. So he says expect maybe 5 to 6.
Okay. So pretty much base our plan around that time of
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He has a crude drawing on there that the only way in is there's a front door, and on the southwestern side there is like a lookout tower on top, and it says that it's pretty rare for anybody to be in there nowadays because this place was built before the walls of the city were. So there you have it.
Okay. So the basic plan is, and then he runs down the list of all the information that the inspector gave him. Gave us our entryway, the time frame, everything else. And the plan B is we rendezvous in the courtyard that's close to the entrance. Because I don't trust these knights at all. I mean, they were willing to strike me over a few names. Can't imagine that he won't sell us out to get us all. So, if we're together, it'll be a lot easier, but just try to make your way out the best you can if all starts going awry. Does everyone understand?
Red looks like she's trying to concentrate so hard to understand, but she's never even had a plan, so to have a plan B is a lot. But she's trying.
That's fair.
So,
And he looks over, can I see the confusion on Red's face?
oh yeah, it's very apparent.
Okay. I hold up 2 fingers, and I was just like, this one, bad. When everything goes really bad, we come together, and then I bring my fingers together.
She looks to her left and right and grabs Aelin and Agala and pulls them together like a big hug. Together!
Yay!
That's about the best I can do.
Okay.
So we wait. You guys need anything else before we do this? Aelin, is your head clear?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Do you have anything to eat? Something small, maybe?
Ooh, I have a ration. You want a ration?
I've never had these rations. Yes, I'll try it.
It is dried meats and some fruits and nuts.
Quite an assortment. I gobble it down. Oh, that's better. Now I'm ready.
Alright. Travis, have you made your new character yet?
Yeah, he's here. I'm looking for a picture and fixing some spell stuff.
Did I get any heals off that, Jack, or not?
Yeah, give yourself a D8. Roll a D8 and give yourself that.
Oh, shit, son.
Almost max.
You guys have time to take a short rest, so if you want to roll that as well.
Oh, thank you. Well, that'll do it.
Alright. You guys will have a second. I need to talk to Giz, as his new name appears to be, real quick.
Good old Giz. Is this spelled with a J? Because I'm curious.
No.
But do you pronounce it GIF or GIF?
Stop.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Pass me that GIF peanut butter.
Good old GIF. Spreads just right. I want Jack to mess up at least once. Call him Jizz. At least once. It'll make my night.
At this point, I'd rather his name just be Skeeter.
Just Skeets. Old
Yes.
Skeet. Oh man.
So now we have 3 half-elves.
Ew. I mean, yeah.
What? Maybe I should roll a new character since you all hate me.
Bitch, you might.
Red doesn't hate you.
Okay.
Red just found out what a rock is yesterday.
Yeah, Galia has no.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys keep watch over the jail, pretty far away, because you don't want to be caught and nobody's really around there. As it gets a little later in the day, not quite dark out, you see what looks to be, from quite a distance away, a gnome walk up and enter the jail cell, and after about 10 or so minutes, he leaves, incredibly angry, yelling at one of the guards as he gets pushed outside and goes walking down the street, pissed off. And then night comes, and you wait, and you see the guards come and go, and then you see this guy walk up, and incredibly well dressed. He's clearly a knight when you look at him. And that would be the wrong picture. You see, walking up to the jail cell, this guy,
Ooh.
all dressed fancy-like. And he walks in. And you, the knight returns in front of you. And he goes, "Oh, are you prepared to die tomorrow? I wanted to have one little last chit-chat with you. Well, not really about you. But, where do you think your friends have gone? They all seem to have left the city. Reports are that the frost giant is walking to the east with a few of them. So you have been abandoned to die. So, I'll give you some leeway. We'll make your death nice, quick, and painless tomorrow, if you just give us their names and an idea of where they're going. If not, well, you can hang from a rope for a pretty long time before you die."
I'll strike you a deal. I'll bring them to you if you return to me my items and set me free. I know this slaver's business of yours is the lifeblood and gold of the city.
Oh, not of the city.
Or at least of
Of
those in power.
only myself and my family. The others are so weak, they don't even allow such things. That's why we had to come up with that term, indentured servants. Morons. But you will not leave this cell. Well, you'll leave it tomorrow, on your last walk.
You mean to tell me that these other families are more powerful than yours?
They may be. They may not be. But I see you're not going to give your friends up. A pity.
What is
They
the
will
trade
have-
worth? What is the trade worth to me if I still?
Dying fast and painless can be quite something. After all, it'll be over and he snaps his finger. Or it could take hours. And so many time and technique. After all, the citizens hear of a murderer. You have to make sure that nobody else will do it, and sometimes you have to make an example out of said killer.
That is right. The wicked should be made an example of.
And they will be tomorrow at noon.
Then
I'll
I shall
see you
then.
then. And he gives a cruel smile and he walks away. And you guys see said knight exit the jail and walk away with his 2 personal guards that he has with him. And then night falls and midnight finally comes, and you see about 4 more guards walk out of the prison, and a few more walk up, and then a few more leave, and you realize the guard change is starting to happen. And by your estimate, there's maybe 5 inside. Actually, everybody give me a perception check. Agalia, yours will be at disadvantage.
Seven.
Yeah, you guys think it's probably somewhere in 5 to 7. You're not 100% sure. Okay. And give me just a quick sec. So you guys have scouted out the outside of the prison as you've had time, obviously. So everybody can see the map now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
So should
I
we
see.
knock?
So for all purposes, you guys can see the tower on the southwest side, which I have shown here. And you realize that there is no way in. There are windows for the cells, but they're incredibly small, so you really can't get a good look inside, and you don't want to get too close because there is 2 guards patrolling outside, but they're in huge patterns and they're walking together, and you can tell they clearly shouldn't be because they're barely covering any ground and they're just talking to each other and not paying attention, and they're pretty easy to get by. So you see the front door, and you do see the side tower as your 2 possible ways to get inside.
Which way did the inspector recommend that we go in?
He said if you could climb, going in through the tower's not bad because they never have anybody to look out there. But expect somebody to be inside of the main entrance.
Jack,
Yes.
during the short rest that we took, could I have attuned to the items I found in my bag?
Yes. You've had enough time to attune to everything.
Thank you.
I mean, it's been like 12 hours or something, so.
Well, relentless, you want me to go up? And I point at my boots, which you might recognize are the same springing boots that Rocker had.
I think we might need Agalia to take this one. But we still move together.
So wait, what am I doing?
We're gonna move in first, and he said there might be one in the main entrance of the way we're going in. So there might be one guard that needs to be taken down. And I'd rather it done quietly than leaving our orc friend to her own devices and breaking ribs. So Jack, we're gonna go take that climb up and go in that way where there's no guard.
You're going to try and climb the outside tower?
Yup.
Okay. It seems to be just over 20 feet tall. Do you guys have rope or climbing equipment?
I think I do.
I have some rope. if
I
you
have
need it.
claws. Stick them in there like Wolverine.
So are we going to climb through the window or go through the door?
And climb through the window.
All right. You
I'll
guys
take one
take your.
end of the rope and jump up there with my boots.
Yeah, all right.
How-
You can give me It's 20 feet, so you can probably make that with those boots.
Yeah,
Okay.
without a run, I can jump.
So you jump up and land up on top. There's no roof. There's what you can see is a wooden hatch a few feet away, and there's like some what looks like should be spots to put torches, but there's no torches there. And there's nobody around, and you tie the rope nice and tightly. Give me you have enough time. You just do it nice and tight.
Okay.
And
I'll motion you guys up then.
motion everybody up. Yep. So
This
you
just kind of
guys-
nods like, all right, she's got some skills.
All right. So as you guys all climb up, what order do you climb up in? Oh,
What would have to be Red Wolf first, then Agalia, and then leave it up to Aelin.
all right, Agalia. You're gonna have to give me an acrobatics check. You start climbing up, and you can feel the stuff around you with your senses, but it is quite terrifying because for the most you can feel is a wall that's a couple of feet away, and you get a sense that the ground's below you, and this rope you're pulling on to climb up, but you're not 100% sure of what's happening around you. It takes her quite a while to get up there.
I'll lean over the edge with most of my upper body, reach down so that when she gets close I can help pull her up, and I'll keep talking to her quietly so she can follow my voice. If that helps.
It does. She
Yeah.
goes up quickly, and then the rest of you begin to follow her up. And within about 2 minutes, most of the time being Agalia's, you get to the top. And do you leave the rope laying over the side, or do you pull it up as well?
Nah, we pull it up.
All right. And do you leave it tied there?
No.
All right.
Sorry, what was that?
Okay.
He's asking if we left the evidence of the rope sitting there, and I told him no.
Yeah, okay.
Travis, somehow your character has more first level spells than they should.
Wow,
They
what
should
do you
only
mean?
have 4.
No, that's cantrips. I should have 4 of.
No, your spell slots, you have.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Alright.
I don't know why it has that many, but I'll fix it when I get to that.
Okay, yeah, I just looked at it and I was like, what the hell? Alright.
I'm looking through because you also have to remember that I'm playing a type of this class that just came out like a few days ago, so I'm also looking through to make sure that...
Oh, wow, you went straight new. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, everything about this character is brand new, and I did rebuild it because none of this was released when I built this character.
So, you guys come down to the bottom of the stairs. There is a door to your north and a door to your east.
Okay, I'm gonna touch the walls and see if I feel anybody walking in those rooms.
Give me a perception check. You cannot feel anybody within 30 feet of you,
Okay.
besides the ones that are with you through those doors or walls.
Okay. Okay, so there's nobody in these. We're good. We're good.
So far, so good.
Yes.
We proceed.
Which way are you going?
We're gonna take the north door.
All right, I locked your tokens, so move them. Alright, you just gonna open it up or are you gonna crack and check it?
Crack and check.
Alright, so you crack it and look inside. And I'm not gonna let your tokens just move them. Sorry. I just realized that'll be a lot of work for me. And you see a kitchen.
Is there anybody in the kitchen?
No, there is nobody in here.
Relentless starts moving through the kitchen, turns around, and hears Red Wolf at the sight of food, and remembers that she's also Rothgar's daughter. No.
Oh, but there's so many
No.
different ones. Fine.
You can only have one piece of fruit. And preferably one that's not crunchy.
Alan, which one of these is not the crunchiest?
There are grapes, strawberries, apples, and a couple of other fruits in there.
I would take the strawberries.
Okay, I take these one. I pop it in.
And she eats a strawberry.
Oh, it's so good.
Red Wolf finds the only bag of chips in there.
Alright, you're at the next door.
Take a peek, look through again.
Alright. So you peek through this door. And you see some blood on the floor, and you open it a little wider. And you see more blood on the floor, but you don't hear anybody inside that room.
Is the blood fresh blood, or is it dried blood?
It looks dried.
Okay. Doesn't seem like it's an immediate threat, so I let the group know behind me, and I start moving my way in again.
Alright, you walk in, and it looks like it's a torture room. With a table with quite a few tools on it, and some blood and stuff.
Oh, the
laying
banquet
around.
just keeps unfolding. You want some?
No.
You do notice a door to your east and one to your southeast.
Take the door to the east, peek through and crack.
As you get to the door, give me a perception check. You hear this guy, someone walking up. Oh, cleaned up the blood on the floor. Clean it up. I didn't torture those people, and what do I have to clean it up? It sounds like he's walking towards that door.
Alright, I turn around, and I hold my finger up, that thick cat finger, and tell everyone to be really quiet, and wave to Red Wolf to come next to the door.
Like up here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need
By
a
the way,
stealth?
Aelin, you have to move your character because I'm saying she's still in the kitchen.
Oh. Sorry.
And
Alright.
then I pretty much do like puppets with my hands. Like, I'm gonna grab him, you're gonna smash him. But we have to do it in this room, and we have to do it quietly.
Okay, so I point to the great axe that I have. Like, use this?
That would probably be cleaner.
Okay. I have it lifted over my head, ready to chop down.
And I point back to Aelin. After she does her first blow, you seal the deal. But remember,
Oh, yeah.
we're not killing.
Alright. Agalia, you can hear him. He's about 5 or so feet from the door.
Okay.
Everyone give me stealth checks.
Not bad
Alright.
for a non-stealth character.
And then he opens up the door and he's coming in kind of backwards. And he opens up the door and starts coming in, and he's just like, "What the?"
Immediately gets grappled by Relentless.
Give me athletics. He tries to push your arm off, but he's like, ah!
Drop the hammer? Or the axe?
Mm-hmm. And then Aelin.
Okay. I miss.
Why are you like this? Silver platter.
I hit it.
All right, and you see the flat side of a great axe come down and bop him on the top of the head, and Aelin turn and slap him across the face. Go to slap him across the face with one of her blades and misses, and then slaps him across the face with the other. And he goes like, and Relentless, you let go and push him, and he slips on the blood and falls to the ground unconscious. And he's laying there with what appears to be a mop in his hand and a bucket of water he's spilled on the floor.
And Relentless is going to walk over to his body and pick it up and carry it over to the torture table.
Okay. Are you going to put him on it, I take it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And curl up his body in the fetal position like he's just taking a nap on the table and he's not doing his job.
All right.
Y'all thought I was going to murder this guy, wouldn't you?
No, you said not to murder him.
Like, surprise, I'm murdering everybody. I'm tired of this place. The
All
day
right.
Relentless snaps. And then I go back to the door and give it a good push and check on the inside and call to Agalia to come up to see if there's any other intruders that we may be expecting.
It seems to be empty.
Okay, so you want me to check the next door?
Mm-hmm. What do your elven ears see?
Roll it again, because you're supposed to do that at an advantage.
God damn it.
You're pretty sure you don't hear anybody directly outside that door, but you believe you hear somebody sleeping to the south wall.
Okay, so there's nobody that's immediately behind the door, but possibly somebody sleeping. So just keep it quiet, and I think we can get through.
Alright. Relentless is going to start to push the door open. Super quietly. And work his way inside the next room.
All right.
Jack, before I left the body at the table, I leaned in and whispered something in his ears in Orcish. Nobody knows Orcish here, right?
Nope.
I do not believe
Mhm.
so.
I'll just put it in
What
chat.
do you, sir? When you do that, he shivers a bit, almost like he somehow hears you. And Aelin, as being the last one walking away, you do see Red Wolf whispering something you cannot understand into the unconscious guard's ear.
I'm just gonna shrug because we all have our quirks and walk away.
Smart.
All right, so you enter this hallway, and you look down, and you see doors down at the on both sides down at the end. I don't know how hard it is for you guys to see. And big double doors in front of you. and you see a wall with two double doors to your north, which for some unknown reason have disappeared from this map, so they don't look like they're there. That's why I haven't shown past that spot.
Magic door.
All right, I'm completely finished. I think, Jack.
All right.
I'd like to see if I know dogs are more known for their sense of smell, but I feel like a tabaxi would have a decent sense of smell, and I hung out with you for quite a bit. Would I be able to pick him up?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Sniffer ain't working like it used to. Ah! Hey, it's pretty good.
Smells like he's been in this hallway, but you're not sure which way he went.
Red sees you sniff in the air and does the same, like kind of mimicking you, but have a roll to make.
Trying to get a good whiff of him. He's been here recently, so he must be getting close.
Ah, you track like the wolf. She touches a rope necklace around her neck, and there's a tiny wood carving of like a seated wolf.
Is that something that you can do? Can you track?
Oh, I could try. I think it may take too long.
Relentless is gonna walk straight ahead and stealthily check this door here.
All right, give me a stealth check. All right, as you begin slightly peeking it open to look inside, you see a big desk with a guard sitting behind it.
Relentless is gonna pull that door shut and look back at the group and hold up a 1 and then hold a like a hand like, no, we're not gonna do this. But not in a throat slitting motion, for clarification, everyone. It's just kind of like a, nah, we ain't about this. And then Relentless goes to move north.
All right.
Is there a door here?
Yeah, there's a door right in front of you where the shadow is, the fog of war is.
Okay.
Big double doors.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and check those.
You peek through, and as you peek through, you see a guard facing away from you, walking.
Is he doing a
And
patrol? Oh, no, go ahead.
yeah, he seems to be doing a patrol, and then all of a sudden, as you're looking around, you see this guy just appear in a cell off to the side, and the guard just kind of like, "Oh, what?" And he's like still walking, kind of like sleepishly. Is there somebody in that cell? And he's walking away. So what are you doing?
Relentless is going to... Does the guard look like he has any indication of coming back?
Yeah, you can kind of guesstimate that the end of the hall's down there. You can't really see it from the angle you're getting.
Okay.
But you are getting the idea that he's probably going to hit the end of the walkway, and he is going to come back. You cannot see which cell you is in, but I can't exactly hide that from you.
Okay.
But yeah, he's just like slowly walking.
So I whispered to Agalia that, can you put your hands on the walls and see if there are any other presences in this area right now?
As long as they're moving. Yeah, I could.
Go ahead and do that. Yikes.
Yeah, I have no idea.
He can't
Not that I
sense
can.
anybody around. And Giz, what are you doing? The guard seems to have noticed you, but is like confused. Because you were not there a moment ago, and now you are.
Hmm. Give me 1 second. I'm dealing with a lot of spells right now.
Your cell, when you check, does not appear to be locked. The door is just merely closed.
I'm gonna peek my head over. Is the guard still out there?
Yeah, he's starting to come back towards you.
All right. Um. I am going to actually step out into the hallway and
Power
talk
move.
to the guard and be like, because I imagine that I come in here fairly often. So I'm gonna look at the guard and, Jack, is this a guard that I recognize? Do I know this guard?
You think you've seen him? He seems to be more of a nighttime only guard. You assume you've seen him very early in the morning, usually leaving.
All right, I'm gonna look at the guard and ask him, like, hey, it's me, it's Giz. Where's my client?
Giz.
Where's the prisoner that was in this cell?
You were in that cell.
I was looking for my client. The door is unlocked. Our trial is in
client?
2 days.
Oh, I think I know which one he is. I'm really tired.
Yeah, well, he's not here now.
All right, we'll come over here, and he walks away over here to this cell, insisting you come along. And he goes, "There he is," and he points to the sleeping gladiator.
Oh, there he is. Well, I have some very important questioning to go over with my client. Could you give us a little bit of privacy real quick? Will only be 20 minutes.
I guess yeah, but I'm not leaving this hall. I'll just walk away.
Yeah, if you could go to the other end of the hall real quick, that would be really great, man.
Are you a gnome lawyer?
Yeah.
I love you.
Agalia, you're pretty sure you hear slumping of it, possibly going past this door.
All right, and now, if I look behind me, I can see you laying down there, right?
Yeah, and he looks to be asleep.
All right, I'm gonna cantrip Mage Hand and try to shake him awake.
Okay. You feel your body being shaken, and as you wake up, you notice a magical hand on your chest.
No! Get it off! Is it a spider?
He freaks out a little bit and wakes up, looking around.
And while I am facing the gladiator's thing, I am going to point I have I'd say it's a 6-inch long stick. I'm gonna point it behind me and use direction and use the message spell.
My God, if a rock appears, Travis, I swear to God.
Who are you sending the message to, and what does it say?
You, and I say, hey, get ready. I'm gonna get you out of here, man.
You
best
hear that
lawyer.
message in your head.
Hearing the message, I just look outside the cell and notice this gnome here as the only possible sender of said message.
Yeah, you see the back of a small white-haired gnome, although he doesn't look particularly old, from what you can tell. And he's pretty short. Even for a gnome, he might be an inch or two under the average height. And he's got these really strange, like, yeah, you can actually reply, by the way. You can whisper to me.
And he says,
That'd be
I'm
different.
ready, what do I need to do?
Just hang tight, man. I got you. But you can see as you look out at him, you notice that he's actually wearing armor, but it's like no armor you've ever seen. It's just basically just like shit. It's like shit glued onto him almost. Just knick-knack.
You say that,
So not
I'm
food.
literally thinking about...
Yeah, I was just like, so you're just caked in feces?
No, like
But
just
you
like
just mean doodads. You're covered
Yeah.
in like things. Okay.
just like crazy little invention things. Like there's probably a little clockwork or owl in there, and like this like ultra steampunk D&D armor stuff.
Cool.
I'm gonna spend the last little bit because we are going in like combat turns, right, Jack?
As far as you know, not yet.
I just meant like for RP purposes, but I'm gonna spend a minute or two kind of miming
Oh,
silently.
if you're gonna spend a minute or two. Relentless, you've entered.
Yeah, and as he approaches that wall, I sprint at him and tackle him into that wall and try to knock him unconscious with the just my sheer
All right,
weight.
his back is to you. Roll a grapple at advantage.
That's my favorite flavor.
Yeah, he can't beat that. So you grab him and slam him into the wall.
Yup.
You render him unconscious, and he is limp in your arms.
I just let go of his head and watch him crumple into the fetal position. And then calmly walk back. And at this point, I see Giz for the first time.
You turn around and see Giz
Do I hear
looking
this?
into a south one. Yes, Giz, you do hear this.
I'm gonna look over and just see a giant pink cat. Because to me, he's literally a giant.
You also hear a bit of a commotion.
Oh goodness, you're a fast one, Relentless. And she like touches your shoulder and very impressed.
Hey, you can't do that. That's against the law.
Oh, we've been spotted. Do you want me to break his little ribs?
He doesn't seem to be much of a threat.
No, he's
Hey.
kind of cute, isn't he?
Mr. Catman, when you're arrested, I can represent you.
Thrifty.
Relentless isn't even going to reply to that.
You have a little like mechanical owl that flies one of your business cards over or something.
No, but I definitely have a business card in my hand.
Oh my
Amazing.
god. Oh man.
He's gonna walk up to you, Relentless, and even though you just tackled the shit out of that guard, he is 100% not afeared. And he's just like, why are you guys, criminals don't normally come to the prison without a guard, let alone tackle them against walls. Why are you here?
Red's gonna step up and squat next to you and pat your head. Oh my god, so cute.
Please don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt, except for my feelings.
I don't know what that means.
Aww.
Anyway, you guys just hang tight until the guards come. They'll arrest you.
Yeah,
For
we're not
breaking the
gonna,
law.
we're not gonna be around long enough for that to happen. Have you seen a bird around here recently?
Oh! Are you the bird's friends? I hear he had friends. I'm here to get the bird too. He's up here. They were gonna kill him without trial, and that's not okay.
So it seems that we are on the same side in this scenario.
Yeah, I'll have to leave town, but that's happened the last couple towns. Lawyers aren't very well liked. They run me out a lot.
Okay, well, we'll make sure you get out safely.
He's up here. Now you definitely have to leave before the guards come. I didn't know you were here to save someone. That's not breaking the law, especially when the guards are breaking the law, because the law says they have to have a fair trial.
Relentless has been walked away from Giz at this point.
No, Giz came up here. He already walked away from you.
Oh my god!
Red is very intrigued with this
Relentless,
concept of law.
you can roll an insight if you like on what Giz is saying.
I've been so pleased. I've been planning this character for so long.
You know the lawyer bit and the trial stuff is meant for nobles and not commoners.
People are
Commoners-
equal under the law.
That commoners don't get trials, they get judgment.
So they get
Excuse
murder
me,
with a
little
capital
man.
M.
Yeah, if the noble says so, yes.
Yes,
Who is
Blue?
this law?
The law is this absolutely wonderful concept that people came up with because they're bad and they need to be controlled by something.
Oh, am I bad?
I don't think so. Have you killed anybody that didn't deserve it lately?
Red Wolf,
Lately. Keyword. Lately.
Red Wolf, give me an athletics check.
Okay. I'm really good at this.
You feel a hand try and grab your wrist from behind you outside the cell.
Is it
And
a
you
sexual
turn-
assault?
No,
Okay.
he's trying to grab your hand. He's like, "Hey!" and he misses. Get me out of here too.
No,
As soon as
Jerry! You have to stay in your cell, Jerry!
My
As soon
name's
as I
not-
feel the hand, I want to reach back, snatch his wrist, and wrench it against the bars.
Okay. You beat him out, so yeah, sure. You grab him.
All right.
You
Well,
wrench
in
his
that
arms.
instant, I'm just gonna jerk him out so his face hits the bar.
He slams into the bar. He's like, "Ah, god damn it!" Oh, and he sees Relentless and you, and he's like, "Oh, you're the assholes that came to the frickin' no, they're gonna kill my ass too for all the shit that happened. You screwed up a great life. Let go." And he's trying to struggle back.
Is this man bad? He is behind the bar.
Yes, he's very bad.
You are bad, man. Your opinions do not matter to us.
Oh, well, what's a little bit of slavery?
What is that?
Against the law. That's what a little bit of slavery is, you shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Indentured servitude.
The words get bigger, and I don't like it.
Well, anybody, wait, we gotta get the bird out of here real quick.
You steps back away from the bars and
Oh, is the door locked?
The door is locked.
Can I try my key on it?
Yes, you can.
You have a key?
what the hell?
Well, I have a key.
Oh,
I also have a
Give
charm
me-
of opening that I could instantly open it with.
Give me a percentage roll, Galia.
whoa.
Oh,
That's pretty high.
it does not open.
Okay.
So close. I think the thing for that is like 5%.
Damn.
Would you like me to open it?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
You pull out and use your chime, mark it for another usage, because I'm pretty sure it has so many uses.
Yeah, I have
Adelia.
8 more times left.
And you guys hear the lock undo.
Yay!
You leaves this place.
You smug little bitch.
You is out of here.
Look at his face. Just like I always have.
You proceeds to do a happy bird dance.
Oh my god, I mimic the dance as best I can. I'll give you a performance check.
This group just went from
You copy him pretty
dramatic
well.
to comedy very fast.
Gotta have a little comedic relief, yeah?
Oh, are you guys dancers? Giz tries to do the dance.
Now is not the time.
That's not how this works.
Are you still, Agalia, are
Yeah,
you still
this is
holding that guy? The Gladiator 18?
Pretty good.
Yeah, she is still holding him.
Alright, I'll walk over beside her, and whilst he's like talking all that shit, I just reach through and punch him right in the face and knock him out.
All right.
Relentless, you are really good at that.
Do you want me to roll athletics to see how hard I punch him in the throat?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want me to roll again so I can punch him again in the throat?
I don't think.
Well, he didn't beat either of those, so you punch him very hard in the throat and then very hard in the face, and he falls back and he slumps up against the wall. He seems to be unconscious.
Seems to be. Can I punch him again to make sure?
You can't reach him now because he has fallen. Well, Red, did you let go of his arm?
Say no.
He slumps. He slumps down along the wall right there because he can't fall away from.
I would have had to if I was going to do the dance because it looked like there was.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he falls and he's slumped over in this corner unconscious.
I say in Orcish again the same thing I did to the other one.
Whoa!
You see his body just shiver a bit, almost as if he heard it.
That's good. We can leave now, yeah?
Please do before you assault more people.
I did not bring any assault. What are you speaking of?
I'm not used to women talking to me. I don't know what to say. Yes.
I like this one.
Can we just leave?
Well,
Yeah, I think
I'm
we
a
should.
bit underdressed for this. The guards have taken my things, and the knight is one of the slavers.
I'm sure we could find them on the way out.
Do I know where the evidence locker or where they would keep the stuff is in here, Jack?
You do not, because you know, even though you've come here a few times, they hate your presence and they always want you to leave. Well, you don't
Why?
understand that, but you've always felt extremely rushed out, and you've never really had a chance to walk about the place.
But I have a high charisma.
Yeah, but you're trying to help commoners, so they're not too pleased about it.
You
Well, let's
monster.
go look for the evidence
When you've
locker.
helped nobles, that's when people seems to like you. But when you help commoners, it's not too good.
Let's go look for the evidence locker. They never let me in there. I don't know why. Because I have a high charisma.
Is that canon?
He's gonna hang back as to not be seen.
I'm very charismatic. They should just do what I say.
Yes, that's right.
Relentless is gonna go back down and peek in that room again, where the knight was behind the desk, and see
Alright.
if he can pinpoint any trunks or anything that are in there.
Give me a perception check.
Alright.
Nice, he is wrong.
You don't see anything that sticks out to you particularly. It looks more like a warden office.
Alright. Well, I keep moving south then. instructing the group to follow and to be quiet because there's still a guard behind that door.
All right.
Oh, my armor isn't working.
Agalia, you do hear what sounds like a person sleeping on the other side of the door to your west.
Okay, so there's people sleeping over here, so it's probably not the evidence room.
From your understanding and what you can kind of sense a bit through the door, you assume that there's a bed on the other side that you can kind of sense where the person is asleep. But you can't really tell anything past that.
Okay. I'm gonna keep moving.
All right, everybody gonna move? All right. You trying to listen through this door?
Ah,
Yes.
All right. You don't hear anything to your west, but you do hear what sounds like a person sitting in a chair to your east.
Okay, I'm gonna wave Relentless over to this door.
Relentless is going to peek in the door.
Gonna see a bunch of tables and a door at the far end, assumed to be the mess hall.
Do you sense anything in there?
You do not see anybody in there.
There is somebody sitting on the door across from us. Behind us as well.
What if we send the little guy out? Because he is supposed to be here.
Can he be trusted not to call us out? I mean, he did say that we were committing a crime.
You would not call us out?
I think he's a good guy. I think we can trust him.
Fair enough. Giz, was that your name?
Yeah.
Think you can walk around this place and wander aimlessly until you find a box?
I don't think it's a great idea for me to do that, but, I mean, yeah, I can probably do it as long as it's quick. I had an argument with my boss about the bird, and I might have said something along the lines of, if you don't give him a fair trial, I'm gonna go to the prison and break him out.
Oh, jeez.
So, when they notice the unconscious guard, I have a feeling that they're gonna know that I maybe helped. So, let's do this quick. Back up. I'm gonna walk through this door now.
All right, are you guys moving for when he walks through?
Yes.
Walk through.
All right. As you remember, this room looks like. You see you walk through and you step out of the way of the guard sitting apparently on top of the desk. And he's sitting there. He's like, how'd you get in here?
It's me, Gizzle, Esquire.
Giz, how'd you get past me? I didn't fall asleep in my chair again, did I?
Yeah.
No. Don't tell
Probably.
anybody, Giz. Don't tell anybody. Just.
Well, I mean, it is against the rules for you to fall asleep while you're at work. I know that. I got yelled at for it once.
Well, let's keep it a secret in between you and I, all right?
Well, yeah, I can do that, I guess. Could you point me in the right direction, though? I'm looking for the evidence locker because I need one for a case.
I want to come in and grapple him.
The evidence locker. Well, if you're gonna keep... And you see Red Wolf's arm come around and pull him up around his neck.
I grab him by the back of his head and slam him into the desk. Back to sleep.
His head slams into the desk and he flops down into the chair. And his arms are across the desk and he's just like...
I just kind of dust my hands off. Here we go.
I sent you something in Discord, Justin.
It's the Picard.
I'll send it to everybody.
So this guard is now unconscious.
Oh,
Heal him. Pretty good.
blue-skinned woman. You can't do that.
You can call me Red. On account of my hair? She points at it.
You can call me Red because Giz is blushing up a storm right now. Okay, Red. I'm Gizzle, but you can call me Giz.
Okay, I will.
Smiles.
Hello, Giz.
All
She
right,
smiles
well,
back.
can you do me a favor and can you go? How about just hang out with the big purple one? He seems pretty calm, and just hang out with him until I get the gear back, please. He was about to tell me where it was, and he killed him or hurt him.
Yeah, okay, I could do that. And if you go to leave, she's gonna whisper in this guy the same thing in Orcus check.
Okay. He shivers a bit.
She leans against the wall and smiles, folds her arms and waits.
All right. So, Jack,
Yep.
are there any other gnomes that are important people in the criminal justice system of this city?
No.
Dun, dun.
Are there any halflings?
There are not.
All right.
Yeah, sure, why not, Red? You get an inspiration.
All right. So to the left of the room here is the mess hall, right?
Yep.
And then to the left of here is where all the guards are currently asleep.
One that you know of. You do know there's a door in the torture room you guys haven't gotten to, although Giz wouldn't know that.
Well, I don't think the evidence locker would be behind these really big doors here.
You know that's the warden's office,
Yeah, we're not going in
because
there.
you've been in there before.
I think he'll call me on my shit. So, I'm gonna end up going towards the interrogation room anyway, because there's no other good options of where to go.
Alright, do you guys follow?
I'm gonna wait out here with this guard, and can I, rummage through his belongings?
Yeah, give me an investigation check. He has a short sword on him. There's a spear laying on the wall next to you that seems to be his. He's got a couple of coins in his pockets, but nothing else too crazy. The desk seems to just have some parchment and other official-looking documents that kind of confuse you.
No keys or anything on him?
No, he does not have a key on him.
Okay.
Right, I walk into the interrogation room. What do my gnome I see?
You see a guy sleeping on a table to your north. Stretched out now. Definitely seems to be enjoying his sleep. He seems to have a bit of a bruise on the front of his head and a lump kind of on the back. And yeah, you see water spilled on the floor with blood that is now wet.
Gizzle shudders.
And you see 2 doors to your south.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the closest door and I'm gonna peeky inside.
Alright, you peek inside, and you see a table with a bunch of weapons and all kinds of other stuff on it, and a few bags.
Ooh. I'm gonna walk back up to the door here and look at the other blue-skinned lady.
You're gonna bump into a Galia who, well, you don't really bump into her. When you come to walk by, she just steps out of your way, knowing that you were there.
Hey, can you go get the bird? I might have found his stuff and he needs to look at it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tell the blind woman to go find someone.
I don't know if she's blind.
We found your stuff.
You.
Maybe.
This is one of the few times you actually got to talk to a Galia.
We went to the potion shop together.
Oh, that's right, you did do that. Never mind, sorry.
We did. Not that we spoke much, but we did do that. Thank you. Where is it?
She shows you the way. Because she do know the way.
Show me the way.
Hey,
Like
Mr.
we-
Birdman, through that door right there, there's a table full of a bunch of stuff. It's gotta be where the evidence stuff and all your stuff is kept.
And stuff.
You do find all of your stuff in your backpack.
Hooray. My thing.
Good, now we can leave.
I equip my things and meet back up with the group.
I don't want to go back to prison. Let's leave.
Relentless calls to Red and tells the whole group, I recommend we leave the exact way we came in.
That's good. Is it the same door I came in at, Jack?
No. Relentless, before you go across where you just did, you realize that there's water and blood mixed into it, and you look at it and you realize stepping across this could possibly make tracks.
Is the bucket still here?
Yes.
I clean
Although
it up.
you do realize that the mess hall, you can go through there. Or if you're going to clean it up.
Yeah.
Alright, you pick up the broom and start mopping, while everybody else stands behind you and quietly waits.
Damn straight.
While this guard is just like, kind of smiling, somehow knowing that somebody is doing his work for him. After about 5 minutes,
Nat 20. I do a great job.
You do a nice speedy job and mop up the entire floor and get it done, and everybody's looking at you just like you all you had to do is mop the way out, and you just look absolutely satisfied.
Never do a job half-assed. And
Wow,
I
you're a
walk
very hard
over,
worker.
and I lean the mop up against the guard's hand to show that he worked so hard on this floor that he had to take a nap.
You could have
All
just exited out the front door, but okay.
Mm-mm. Don't want to risk it.
True, I guess I'm a criminal now, too.
All
Will I have to prosecute myself?
Climb the stairs to the top of the tower,
Mm-hmm.
and your rope is still tied there.
I thought we grabbed it.
Oh, I thought you told me you left it behind.
Nah, we grabbed it. In case
All right,
anybody found
well, you retie your rope, throw it over the side, and everybody give me athletics or acrobatics checks.
Do not worry, Giz. I will represent you if you need.
Ah, feather fall.
So, Giz and Agalia both go to fall off this because they're not that great at it, especially Agalia without her sight. And Giz casts Feather Fall, catching both of them to lower them to the ground.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
Yeah, I normally wouldn't have climbed the rope anyway. It
Really,
was just
you?
you guys were doing it, and I wanted.
I'm just gonna fly down.
You holds on to the rope but flies down to the ground.
I'll take up the rear and I'll untie the rope and bring it with us. How about that?
That's smart.
Like he just
Yeah, I wouldn't
acted.
have-
He's just like, I feel left out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have normally even tried the rope, but you guys were doing it, and I wanted to seem cool too.
Oh, you are cool.
Oh, thank you. Red.
You're welcome, Giz.
My God.
Oh, we probably shouldn't just stand down here. We should probably run or something.
We need to leave the town, so we should probably go to the cart.
Everybody give me stealth checks.
Hey.
Relentless, this is when you would use Pass Without a Trace. But actually, we did pretty well.
It would actually be absolutely one of the best moments to use Pass Without a Trace.
It affects everybody around us, right?
Everybody around you gets a +10 and rolls at advantage for stealth, I believe.
I think it's just a +10. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you're right on that +10. I don't know why your Pass Without a Trace doesn't have the thing for it so that you...
Because it automatically does it.
anyways, everybody would have a +10.
Alright.
So everybody's over 20.
Yeah. So you guys see Relentless like spread out his arms, and then fog just seems to magically kind of semi-appear around you guys. And like when you, even though you get close to some people and guards as you pass through the city, nobody notices you at all. And you sneak out, just walk right past the city guards at the front gate. They don't even notice you. And you walk the 500 yards back out to your cart, and it's sitting there. And inside you find your other sending stone, Relentless. You find the three casks of golden gulp. You know that Azir had. He's left you his pack of dust of dryness, and you see his bottle of ever smoking bottle, and you see ointment and a health potion.
I guess, Zir. Did he leave a note, or did he send me to the stones?
There is no note. All he sent you was what he said through the stones of there's a change of plans. He's going with Hrothgar.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I think, yeah, so. There
Okay.
you go.
Well, if all that stuff's in the party sheet, you guys can have first dibs on what's in there. Travis, meta level, if you want to take all your old crap and put it on Giz, you can do that too.
Nah. But
You should
mean-
probably take the health potion, because you probably need one if you don't have one.
I'll take that. I meta
The
totally want
ointment's
the ever
good
smoking
for
bottle.
anybody. Like, and you guys, I mean, anything you leave in there is fine. That'll all be the cart's inventory. This will be stuff you guys have in the cart.
Bottle. I want
What
my
is
bottle
these? Cask of golden gold.
Those are casks of ale.
Oh, I like these. Could I have one?
party.
Relentless, do you mind?
I don't mind.
Not at all.
I like to get fucked up.
Does she have the did he take Molly? Or not Molly, his other Mall that was in the cart?
No, it's still there.
Relentless
He
picks
never-
up that
Never. Did you put it in the party sheet?
The mall?
The Mall of Warning?
No, I have not.
Alright.
But I can get it. It's on Rothgar right now.
but Relentless is gonna pick up that Mall and hands it to Red. This was your father's. I'm sure he would want you to have this.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I'll take it.
All right. And you guys hit the road, knowing that you can't sleep here. So you guys all give me Constitution saves.
Hey, Mr. Catman,
Yes.
can I come with you guys? I'm not very good at wilderness stuff, and I kind of have to leave town now too.
Well, Red seems to have grown attached to you, so I don't see why that would be a problem.
Oh,
Besides,
thank
you're
you so much.
quite possibly fugitive, just like we are. So.
Yeah, but if you ever need legal counsel in any city that we come to, I'll gladly help defend you.
Are those like special eagles that attack from the sky? The eagles?
Yes.
Then I want him to come and help us. I do not want to be attacked from the sky.
What's she talking about?
Well, there you
He's
have
coming
it.
with us.
One of us, one
Alright.
One of us.
I don't
I mean-
like it when you guys make this chant. It makes me feel like I've joined a very bad group.
God damn it. All right, I'm DCing. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I'm just
Take
so
a quick
glad-
fiver, apparently.
I'm so glad I don't have an accent anymore.
I'm gonna take this ointment.
Yes, please, too.
So, guys, I decided I already knew I wanted to play a wizard, but then I didn't realize that the Ravnica stuff was in this campaign. So I'm a new type of wizard, and it's pretty awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
It's
Seems pretty
really
cool.
awesome. It's called it's an invention wizard.
I ran
Oh,
into someone that looks like the class that you are, and almost blew up his entire lab on Omir. Do you remember that, Justin?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When I walked into his lab and I was just like, "This is a nice place you got here," and I was on a horse, and I had to roll an animal handling
That's
check, and I
right, you
rolled a
were-
nat 20.
Trotting around inside a mausoleum on a horse.
So
Lab.
just because I find it interesting, because this is something new for all of us, it's the School of Invention claims credit for inventing all the schools of magic. And the adherents of this school believe that innovation is best served through experimentation. They have a reputation for acting first and thinking second. Most of the wizards of that class consider themselves to be geniuses, and the other wizards are just like, yeah, you're absolute genius. But in reality, they just think they're fucking reckless assholes because they just cast spells that they don't know all willy-nilly.
That's awesome.
And I have an ability that allows me once a day to just cast whatever spell I have a spell slot for out of any school of magic. But I have
Wow.
to roll dice on a reckless magic table. And it just very easily can go wrong.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like a
fucking
different version
gambler.
of Wild Mage from Sorcerer.
Yeah, it is. It's like the wizard's version of that. It's like I know of the spell, thus I can attempt to cast it without actually knowing it.
That's really neat.
It's really cool, and like the armor I mentioned earlier, I can take studded leather armor and I can cast an enchantment on it to make it into magical engineering armor and give myself like a pretty high AC actually.
Is it kind of like your version of mage armor then?
Yeah, it just gives me like pretty much permanent armor that I can just cast and wear, and it gives me 12 plus dexterity modifier plus 1
That's
AC.
pretty good. I know like mage armor just gives you 3 AC for 8 hours, but you cannot be wearing any kind of armor to gain the benefits, so
Yeah, I have 17 AC on this wizard.
nice. I have 18 right now on red. Thanks for those bracers that Aelin got for Hrothgar back in the day.
I actually feel like legit bad that it's my fault that like our party changed.
It's okay. I'm having a
feel bad.
lot of fun right now,
It's
Aelin.
D&D. That's
Like
what
a
happens.
lot. I wasn't really feeling playing a melee class because I don't normally do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like being back in the wizard seat. And now they're just like, hey, do you want to be a fucking mad scientist wizard? Have at it.
But I thought you were a lawyer.
I am a lawyer, but that's also because I'm a scribe.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other part of the School of Invention is they make very good scribes, and they see words as literal and stuff like that, and that matches up with the class I am too, or the race.
Oh,
Most
I'm
people of
interested.
my race become lawyers or scribes or alchemists.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's not a gnome thing. This is a new subclass of gnome.
Oh, this all has to do with the like new stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been marked by a dragon, and for some reason that makes me very good at words. Pretty much.
Dragons love words. Everyone knows that.
I'm back.
Is it up?
Give me a second. Alright, you guys should be able to get in there in a second or two.
I had just enough time to go get cheesecake.
What flavor?
It's just regular cheesecake.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
I was just at the Cheesecake Factory. Vicky got Godiva chocolate one, and I got a vanilla bean one. It's really good.
That sounds really good. The bakery that's like not too far away from here, they had this salted caramel one that I really wanted. But when my mom went over there to get it, they were sold out.
Damn.
So I just had regular cheesecake. But it's okay because it's delicious. It was for my birthday dinner. Oh,
Happy birthday.
thank you.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
How old are you?
Not supposed to ask.
27.
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I turned
congrats.
28 a few days, or for like a week ago.
Oh, November babies are the best.
We are the best.
Mhm.
Well, fuck me then, I guess. Jeez.
Right?
Oh well, be born in a better
Well,
month.
yeah, come on.
I was
Come
born
on.
2 days before Halloween.
I was born 4 days.
Yeah, it's not Halloween.
Jesus.
That's right. It was X's birthday, and then like a day or two later, it was Emily's birthday, and then a day or two later, it was my birthday, and then a day or two later, it was my nephew's birthday.
Yeah, because if you're in this half of the year and your birthday falls between September and December, you're pretty amazing.
My birthday's pretty far away. It's at the beginning of the year.
Exactly. Yeah, same.
I'm just saying.
Fall babies are best babies.
They are though.
Negative. March babies are best babies.
Lies and
Yeah,
slander.
spring babies. Spring babies, best baby.
Please, Winter.
Spring
Negative.
babies? Really?
Right.
I
Really?
know, spring is like the worst season. I know.
It's like your parents did it because they were bored, and then you just happened to be born.
Pretty much.
Okay, so what was your excuse? Your reason?
If you're a fall baby, it's almost assured that you were around Valentine's Day.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The server's back up, by the way.
Awesome.
Fall is November, though. Not fall is November. November is from Valentine's.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Right. So if you're between that time frame, it would have been around that time frame.
Yeah. Yeah. Time frames.
Frame it.
We're so good, guys. We're so good at this.
I'm just eating my cheesecake. And it's so good. Last night, I had this revelation that if I wanted cheesecake, I could just get up and get cheesecake.
You
It's
can
the best-
exercise your adult ability.
Cheesecake.
That's
And it
part
was
being
one of the
an
greatest moments of my life.
I enjoy the fact that Jack has his own channel, and it's because he's a bitch.
Oh, he asked me, he's like, yeah, can you make another channel for that? And I was like, yeah, no problem.
Well, if you guys look at it, it's just filled with me ordering Rhythm Bot around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are posting memes so much in the other one, so.
What is
That's
life
what the other
without
one's
memes?
for.
Alright, I guess I should do a vote. Double check to make sure everyone's back.
I'll remember to click it this time. I'm back. Woohoo!
The only problem is I can never tell who I'm missing.
I thought there was a way that it's assigned per person.
No, it's not. No, because like for mine, the last one, yours on mine is the slot that's not filled in for me.
Yeah, and that's right.
Oh, you haven't clicked yours yet?
I think it's the order that they're up top. So it's Agalia's first, then Aelin, then you, then Red
No.
Bull.
On my screen, on the
Wonder.
second check. So I
I'm
don't know
fourth.
what that's- I'm second from the left on my check thingy, but I'm quite far over. I'm fourth from the left.
Yeah, on mine I'm second to last.
Alright. Everybody is ready. Excellent. Alright, so you guys leave the city. I need those con saves from, I got Relentless and Use, I believe, right?
Yeah, you got mine.
You have my check.
You need all of us?
Constitution saves.
Oh, yes.
Ouch.
What are we doing?
Constitution save.
Okay. Constitution save.
Alright. Agalia, you are extremely tired because you guys didn't sleep that night before, and everybody else. You're all tired, but Agalia seems to be extra tired. but you know you need to leave town. So you travel, and
Can
you're
I
heading
just go in the cart and sleep?
to Sardash, yeah. So basically, you have exhaustion for a day, and then it comes and goes, and you guys have a normal. Everybody gets a full recovery. There, everyone gets a long rest. And as you're traveling towards Sardash, you get to about here, where my arrow is not pointing in the right spot. There we go. You get there on your fourth day of travel, and you come across a scene of battle. And what you find are a couple of goblin corpses, two bugbear corpses, and two cyclops corpses.
Oh, these
And
are some
just
pretty strong monsters.
laying there. And they are tattered and beaten to bloody bits. Are you just going to keep passing by?
Do I recognize like the wounds? Are they like bludgeoning or slicing? Like, what kind of wounds are they?
Give me an investigation check.
Alright.
It is very obvious that Azir, Jorngora, Atia, Hrothgar, and Mayhem have come through here. The only ones that you don't seem to recognize are, they look like they're bruise lines across bodies. You're not entirely sure what weapon did that. But it's pretty obvious this scene of carnage was left by them. You can even see what seems to be melted water inside of one of the skulls of one of the Cyclopses, with a hole in the side of it.
Relentless just kind of grins to himself. It's like our friends are, seems they're doing alright for themselves right now. Informs the group that this is their doing. And then we...
Oh, is that a way of leaving a path of destruction?
That's putting it mildly.
The people that did this are your friends?
Very
One of
much
them is
so.
Makara.
Wow. I'm really glad that they're not on our bad side. Jesus.
So at this point, we keep moving.
Yep, you guys start heading. You guys head off, and you spend the next couple of days traveling, and you get to the Varakam Murin Fortress. And it seems to be more of like a checkpoint along the road to travel and, like, you know, scare bandits off and whatnot. You've passed a few villages and inns on your days, so you haven't spent every night out in traveling. But you get to this fortress, and that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Woo!
Alright.
All right, but I do have one last thing. Since our other campaign ended, it has been, as all you know, because the tales have spread across all of Faerun. 15 years ago, the demon Baphomet raised up into Faerun and destroyed two cities, wiped them completely out, and wreaked havoc across the Sword Coast, until he was finally beaten by several heroes. The names known are Turu, Omir, Sever, Sigrid, and Justin Balthazar, or yay or nay?
Probably not.
All right, I believe it would be. Those are the 4 that were told to have defeated him, along with other names being rang out who fought against his army: Lucrezia, Skarn, Jagakai, Kara, Ayla, and a few other names have gone down. And you know from the legends you've heard that all of this stuff happened way up in between Neverwinter and Waterdeep. And it has been 15 years since that has happened.
Let my legend be known.
And the legend of Omir is widely known that he, after defeating Baphomet, has returned to Celestia. Sigrid is said to have returned to the sea. Most people don't entirely understand that one.
He was a butt pirate.
Turu
That's okay.
is, I don't know, Travis, what is Turu doing? Has anybody heard of what Turu is doing?
Yeah, sure. He's very public about it. He, went to some major cities and created after-school programs to keep Kenkus off the street. That is canon.
That's canon.
I've talked to John. It's canon. And yeah, he's been helping with community theaters in the area, and he sings songs. He's probably one of the very many reasons why people know these stories, because he probably wrote many of the songs for it.
That's it. A traveling bard, Turu / mercenary, has told most of these stories around the land. Ayla is said to have returned to her homeland of an island an island called Traventhal to rebuild it, but nobody really knows of too much about it because travel to there isn't always the safest. Skarn is believed to be working along the Sword Coast. Kara, nobody truly knows too much about where she went, and it's believed. And most people have heard that it said Sever created his own fortress, and all he does is train people to fight against the possible next demon invasion.
Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging.
And that is where we'll end tonight.
Yay!
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
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 Hey.